Yo, what's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Rossonati TV. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, and yet nothing has happened. Just a bunch of rumors, a bunch of crazy reports about Milan fans wanting to spend money on ads on Times Square with the Cardinale out whole thing. And apparently Ibra is not happy with Ragnick. Ibra doesn't like that Ragnick is going to come in and just take over everything. I mean, it is kind of strange in the end that someone would do that, but whatever. I guess that's one of the topics of discussion. But guys, aside that, there's nothing much to talk about. It's crazy. Like, there's the news. It has been pretty stagnant as far as Milan goes. Still, Milan has no coach, no DS, no AD, no nothing. Actually, what we're getting now is more drama, more infighting. At this point, as I said in the title, the downgrade of Milan has been complete. Milan, at this point, is not the big elite team we all fell in love with. Guys, at this point, Milan has been transformed into Lazio level, Fiorentina level, Torino level. Maybe not Torino, a little bit higher than Torino. Um, I see a lot of optimism regarding Ragnick, as if he's going to come to Milan. Like, what does I don't understand what people are expecting if Ragnick comes to Milan. Do people think that Ragnick coming to Milan, all of a sudden we're going to be fighting for the Scudetto and fighting for the Europa League? I kind of have this feeling that what I'm reading from the fans on X and just some people is like Ragnick is the answer to world hunger. I don't know about that, guys. I think it's much more complicated than that. First of all, people like Ragnick need time to build whatever they need to build. And again, this is something we spoke about on this channel a lot. People that know Serie A and know Milan, time is not a luxury that is given to anybody. We saw it. It's just those are just the facts. Milan ain't Como. Milan ain't Bologna. Milan is not one of these teams where the coaches and the projects are given time. Milan is one of those teams that it's now or never. The fans don't have time. The fans want it now. We already gave time to build the team. Maldini did it. These fuckers destroyed it. And they destroyed what they destroyed. So not only they destroyed what Maldini destroyed, but they also destroyed what they built. So now they have to rebuild from rebuilding from. It's like from the ashes within the ashes of the ashes within the ashes, and now Ragnick is going to come and solve everybody's problems. Guys, let's be a little bit more realistic. Let's be a little bit more realistic. Sure, Ragnick better than Furlani, and these guys 100,000,000%. Guys, nobody can ever doubt that. But does that mean that he's going to come in and just all of a sudden Milan is the old Milan that we all fell in love with? Hell no. Most likely next season we're going to suffer a lot because everything is being done late. The players don't know whether they're staying or they're coming. That dumbass Cardinale has pretty much said that he wants Leao out, he wants Magnan out. He gave his list of players that he doesn't like. He had a naughty list. Cardinale had a naughty list. I mean, it's like all our best players are on that naughty list. So, what are we going to do? What are we doing here? It's just going to be a mess. I think what's most likely going to happen, and guys, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too, I want to say pessimistic, not negative, but pessimistic. Even the beginning of the season is going to be rough. Usually, the beginnings of the seasons are easy because when you start a season, things are light, everybody is excited, and there's no pressure. Everybody is happy. and things are usually, and it's easier to win in the beginning of the season, but then as the season progresses, fatigue starts to come in. What you felt in the beginning of the season all of a sudden doesn't feel the same. When you're halfway through the season, it doesn't feel the same. 3/4 through the season, now it's all about the finish line. All that excitement and enthusiasm you had in the beginning of the season is completely gone. And we have kind of been exploiting the beginning of the season enthusiasm under Redbird quite a lot, aside from the time Fonseca came in. But I don't think we're going to be able to exploit that either. I really don't think we're going to be able to exploit that aspect of the season either. I think Milan is going to struggle from the beginning of the season till the end. And it's going to be maybe we're setting ourselves up for what could potentially be one of our worst seasons in many years. This is just not how you build a team. This is not just how you build a team. Guys, if you want to build a team, first of all, you have to put in real investments in there. You have to grow the team slowly by slowly. You have to add pieces. You have to bring in big elements. If you know, this way we're working is more like, okay, we're building a project for what? For Conference League? I don't know. So it's going to be tough, guys. I think it's going to be tough. Obviously, we'll see what happens in August, but how can you be telling me right now, today, that we're going to be stronger than Roma? I don't think we're going to be stronger than Roma. Just because our shirt is black and red, this is the issue with many stupid Milan fans. I'm telling you guys. This is the problem. And it's not just the Milan fans. It's the YouTubers. It's they just think that because Milan is Milan, and Milan has 7 Champions Leagues, and that you wear this red and black shirt, all of a sudden you're the best. It doesn't work like that. The best, you become the best by doing a certain type of work, by putting a certain type of energy, by creating an environment that allows you to be the best. It's not just because you're Milan that you're the best. It doesn't work like that. You make Milan the best with the work you put into it. And obviously, how can we be the best when Inter is clearly above us? You think we're gonna surpass Inter this year? Napoli is above us. At this point, Como is above us. Roma is above us. Maybe Juve is above us. I think Juve is above us too, even though they have their own issues. And now that we are completely rebuilding, we don't know what the roster is going to look like. We don't know who is. Atalanta is above us, 100%. You know, it's easy to say, no. Well, Atalanta doesn't have 7 Champions Leagues. Well, Atalanta didn't beat Barcelona 4-0 in 1994. Yeah, okay, you know, but people, if I tell Milan fans Atalanta is above us, they will get offended. They will get offended. Stop being offended and just look at reality. Just look at reality. Atalanta is a well-organized team. At this point, maybe even Fiorentina is above us. Today, every single fucking team in Serie A is above us. Now, when August is done, we'll have a team and we'll have a structure, and we'll really be able to make much more of a cohesive analysis. But, guys, I mean, let's be realistic about this. We ain't building a team that is going to even fight for the Scudetto, guys. We're not even talking about players right now that can do that. We're talking about selling our best players. Our best players are saying that they're ready to go. Modric, who was the biggest reason why we did so well, he's done. He's ready to go work. He's ready to put a suit and tie on and work for Real Madrid. And I bet he's going to do a much better job than Ibra is doing, because Modric is a gentleman. Modric is is a superstar, not only on the pitch but off the pitch too. Modric is kind of like a Maldini kind of guy, one of those guys that everybody respects and everybody loves because he's just very personable, and he doesn't he doesn't have this big ego that he likes to flaunt. So Real Madrid is going to get a good worker out of Modric, a good representative out of Modric. It looks like that's what Modric is going to be doing. I really doubt Modric is going to do another year at Milan just to play the Europa League and fight for what, fourth spot. I doubt that shit. Why would he do that? He just used Milan right now to get ready for the World Cup, and that's it. And it's fine. That's fine. So we're going into next season without Modric. We're going into the next season most likely without Leao, without Magnan. Magnan is another guy that they're talking about right now. Cardinale put Magnan on his naughty list. Rabiot doesn't have any allegiances with Milan. I mean, he's under contract, so that's a thing, but it looks like Rabiot is ready to leave whenever they come calling, and that's Rabiot's career. Rabiot's always been like that. He's never had an allegiance to any team. Rabiot is his own, has an allegiance to himself, and that's it. So, yeah, it's just like, okay, listen, guys, if we were Como, or if we were Bologna, or if we were Lazio, or if we were Sassuolo, guys, we would be celebrating right now, talking about, guys, Ragnick is coming and we're doing this and we're going to get this play. But this is, we tend to forget that this is Milan. We cannot rest until Milan is back where it ought to be, or treated like it ought to be, which is an elite team, best in Europe, best in the world. And the thing is, like, all these fans, a lot of these North American fans and whatever, a lot of these fans, they don't get it. They for me, it's soccer. Yeah, let's go play some soccer. They don't understand this shit. They think Ragnick, oh my God, Ragnick, oh wow, now we're going to be fucking the best in the world. It just doesn't work like that. It's just not the way it works. You can't fool me. You might be able to fool a lot of people, but you ain't fooling me, and you ain't fooling anyone here that comes on this chat and comes to listen to what we got to say. These guys ain't fooling anybody. And we see what they're doing, and this is what they're doing. They're not building the Milan that we want. They're building a Milan that is a lower version, a downgrade, a bootleg version of Milan. What do you think? Ragnick is going to come in and all of a sudden Milan is going to be up there with Real Madrid, Inter, and whatnot? No, because that's not the intention of the owners. The only people that can decide whether or not a team is going to be elite or not is the owners. It's the owners. The owners decide that. You have instances where owners will kind of stay out of the way and just let the people do their job. But at the end of the day, it's the owners that put in the money. See, when Elliott was working with Maldini just was asking, just give me a little bit more money. Just give me a little bit more money so I can get the kind of... Maldini wanted to bring Messi at Milan, by the way, guys. So Maldini was thinking it really, really big. But the owners didn't allow him to make that step. As far as Oak Tree goes, that's different. The Oak Tree owners are kind of allowing Marotta to do what Marotta does. They're not posing limitations, the kind of limitations that are being posed on Milan. Also, it looks like by taking out Leao, taking out Magnan and whatnot, that our salary cap is probably going to go lower. Salary cap also determines how good you are. The salary cap also determines how ambitious you are. Yeah, so I don't know what I can't understand anybody that is like celebrate Ragnick is coming. By the way, guys, I do have a friend in Austria who listens to this show, and he's a friend of mine, and some of you guys know him. I won't say his name, but he says that in Austria, they are saying that Ragnick is just using Milan to get a better contract for Austria. So that's what they're saying in Austria. In Austria, they're saying that Rangnick is just using Milan to get a better contract out of the Austrian Federation. That's what the narrative is in Austria. Here in North America, the narrative is Rangnick is going to come and save the world. Fuck off. Okay, let me say hi to chat. What's up, Desna? How you doing, sir? Ciao, Cashavita. Cashavita, what's up, Fahadino? How you doing, brother? How you doing? It's also strange firing all the management with no backup plans. That is crazy. That is just insane. These guys fired everybody in the last day and they had no backup plans. They should have already had everybody in line, ready to sign the next day. Are we Como level 2? No, Como is better organized. Como is better organized than us. You must hope if they give him the keys, it can be worse. Oh, yeah. It definitely won't be worse than before. But the results... what won't be worse is that we will have probably less drama. The players are going to be treated better. But the results are not going to change that much, I don't think. Cardinale seems to realize that Ibra was a mistake. That's obviously positive so far. That's the news cycle right now. Looks like there's infighting because Ibra apparently doesn't want Rangnick because Rangnick wants all the power, by the way. Like, really? Are we really willing to do that? Like, shit, dude. If I owned Milan, I would never give all the fucking power to Rangnick. Are you crazy? Are you fucking insane? Out of your mind? Like, if I owned Milan, I would never fucking give Rangnick all the power to choose who the coach is, to choose who this is, and the DS, the staff, the players, the project. Fuck no. I would never do that. Not in a million years. Are you crazy? I wouldn't even give Maldini that kind of power. Are you stupid? Like, who the fuck would do that? But this is Cardinale. He's not the smartest man in the world, so I guess that's what he wants to do. We are Redbird level, right? No Milanismo here. Zero Milanismo. Milanismo has been completely obliterated. How many times can you fail? It's hitting him in the wallet. He must change his ways. Remember, he invested money. He's stupid, not retarded. I don't know, man. This guy's going to keep on failing and failing and failing. He needs to... I think he'll just fail forever. He's one of those guys that probably does not want to learn. Too egoistic to learn. The guy literally fucking said that he wants to show Italy and Serie A how football is done. This guy learned the fucking offsides rule 2 days ago. Okay? What? Okay, sure, if you're Guardiola and you come to Italy and you say something like that, fine. No disrespect. If you are a guy with, but this motherfucker learned the offs. This guy didn't even get the offs. He learned it, yes, but he doesn't understand it. And he literally said with his own voice, his own fucking word, that he wants to come and show Italians how football is done. What? Bro, you were nobody. Not even Berlusconi said that shit when he got Milan. Berlusconi was even more humble than that. This guy's insane. We got Rock in the house. Rocky Jr., campeão do mundo. 6 times champions of the world.
Bomba Rasklad.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. What have you covered so far?
Talking about the Ibra situation and Cardinale and all that.
Oh, my God. And Ibra's guy who literally failed Los Angeles Galaxy, the best franchise in MLS history. The guy freaking brought it down to its knees, buried it in ashes, and now we're bringing this guy in when Milan's already in ashes? Like, what are we going to be after fucking ashes? Dust? What are we going to be, molecules?
Yeah.
What is there left? How much further down can this fucking club possibly go, bro? To the atomic level, for fuck's sake?
Yeah, that's insane. So they're saying that Ibra wants his buddy Kioski to become the DS of Milan.
Kiroski. And did you see the picture of this guy with his fucking sunglasses, shades, like
Yeah,
he's a
yeah,
mobster? This guy's a
yeah.
fucking bum. He couldn't succeed at LA Galaxy in the MLS with the
Yeah,
biggest budget in the MLS, the biggest wage bill, the most money, the most valuable franchise. He couldn't succeed. He not only did he not succeed, he buried them to the to the bottom of the fucking barrel.
yeah. This is just like, hey,
This is
it's
a clown show,
you
bro.
scratch my back, I scratch yours. I mean, what the hell? How is Cardinale still associating with Ibra? I don't get it. And by the way, okay, he failed with LA. LA has the biggest budget in MLS. Bruh, he failed also with the Futuro. The Futuro has the biggest budget in Serie D. He couldn't get Milan out of Serie D. Serie D!
Bro, he destroyed the Futuro project too. I forgot about that. Oh
He
my lord.
destroyed it. Bruh, Serie D, guys.
Bro, he couldn't get out of Serie D,
Guys,
bro.
hey,
These are
hey,
plumbers. These are plumbers. These are landscapers,
guys,
bro.
in my 20s, I probably could have played in Serie D.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Like, Serie D is like, it's amateurs.
Bro, these are electricians, bro, who are doing it part-time.
Yeah, exactly. They're part timers, dude. This is semi pro. Serie D is semi pro. It's semi pro, guys. He couldn't fucking get. He got relegated into a semi pro division and could not fucking get out of that semi pro division. And Ibra wants to make him the DS of the team. Mamma mia, guys.
This is why people who are in it for the wrong reasons never succeed. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you are in it for yourself and your own selfish goals and the industry succeeds on team, like teamwork, team effort, like I mean this is a sports team, right? So that would make sense. You'll never succeed. If you're out for yourself, you'll never succeed in a team environment. Never.
Yeah, yeah. Let me read some chats and then I have a question for you, Rock.
Okay.
Cardinale versus Ibra. I love it. Desna, what's up? We don't have a plan. No, we don't. And we'll have the same expectation that Fulani had. I think you're talking about Ragnick. Have we registered for the league yet? No. No, not yet.
Bro, who is there to do the work? That we don't even have an AI bot set up for us. We have nothing. Nothing. No
Nobody's in the
people.
offices.
No, our automatic reply, they forgot to set it up. We don't even have our automatic reply on the email set up.
Yeah, Casamila is just the janitors right now. Just cleaning. It's just the fucking janitors. That's
Bro,
it.
they all joined Inter for a salary raise. We don't even have the janitors, bro. They went to Inter.
Yeah. Gabbia isn't that good, bro. The best player next season would be Gabbia. Juve Inter. Okay, let me read a few more, and then I want to ask you a question.
Yeah,
I'm seeing delusional fans saying Chukwueze and Kunku Nusa would be like Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Mamma mia.
Oh man, you know the three-headed dragon meme where
Yeah.
two of them look serious and then one look. Bro, our three-headed dragon is just three retarded dragons, bro.
Yeah, man. Chukwueze failed at Fulham, dude. Fulham.
Oh
Really.
my gosh, bro. Yikes. Bro, Clint Dempsey is like Pele and Maradona mixed together in the Fulham lore, bro.
How
Clint
can you?
Dempsey is like fucking the next coming of Jesus in Fulham. And Chukwueze couldn't even earn a contract there?
Yeah, yeah. Did you see that video of Landon Donovan?
Yeah.
Claim
Lennon-
Dempsey or Pele? Dempsey. Claim Dempsey, Maradona. Dempsey. Claim Dempsey, Jesus. Dempsey. Man,
Dempsey
what the
for
fuck?
sure.
What the fuck? Dempsey, guys, apparently is the best fucking player that has ever existed, according to Donovan. Okay, so here's my question for you. What do you think about Ragnick taking control of the whole ship? Like he has control of who every single person
Nah.
is.
Nah.
Like my question is this: like if you own Milan,
Fuck no.
would you do that?
Hell no. Fuck no. Hell no. No. Fuck no. Everyone who's saying yes is because we're so depressed, so sad, so destroyed down to our souls with this club that we'll say yes to anything, and anything sounds good right now because everyone's so desperate and sad. Bro, stop thinking with a desperate, sad mindset. This guy didn't succeed at United with 10 times the amount of resources. Okay? This guy, yes, Austria, Germany, whatever, in those circles, people he knows, people he's at the youth level, the youngsters. Yes, okay, all of those things. But Milan in Italy at this level, bro, no. No. I'm sorry.
It's
No.
crazy. It's crazy for
Fuck
me to
no.
even consider that this guy. They would give everything to this one dude. It's like what?
Bruh. Nah. There's no way.
So basically, the thing that Maldini had all this part was bullshit. It wasn't true. That was just not true. That was just propaganda. Gazidis had way more power than Maldini because it was Gazidis that at the end of the day decided whether or not Maldini's ideas were rejected or accepted.
Yeah.
And also Masada helped with him. Maldini wasn't there choosing every single person. And that was just bullshit propaganda.
Yeah.
But they want to give Ragnick everything.
Bruh.
What?
Listen. Hold on. Listen to how much of a mess and how much these guys have no idea what the fuck they want, okay? Gary comes out last week and says Maldini couldn't work here because he wanted to be a one-man show. This guy a week ago says that. Then we're linked to this guy Ragnick who says I will only come if you make me a one-man show. And it's the same guy who Ibra said 3 years ago, who the fuck is that guy? Bro, these guys are so confused. It is such a fucking clusterfuck. You just have a bunch of blowhard egos who have no idea what they're doing. Everyone is out for themselves. No one is prioritizing Milan above themselves or anything else. This is a mess. This is a fucking... Ibra literally said Ralph Ragnick is a fucking nobody. And now this is the guy they want to give everything to after a week ago saying, we don't want to put someone in there who wants to have everything. So which is it, bro? You guys are so fucking contradicting. You guys have no idea what the fuck you want.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a strange... This Ragnick thing is so strange. And by the way, remember, what's it, Flynn? You remember Flynn from the chat?
Yeah.
He wrote to me, because he's Austrian and he lives in Austria. He wrote to me saying that in Austria, the narrative is that Ragnick is using Milan to get a better contract from Austria, essentially.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise me.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's what. The narrative
anyone
is there.
can link themselves to Milan right now. Milan is so destroyed. It is still a big brand, but it's so destroyed. Anyone can use Milan to propel themselves in some way. Oh yeah, Milan wants me. Oh yeah, I could save Milan. Oh yeah, like we're nothing. We're nothing. We are a resume booster. You can boost your resume just by pretending to be linked to us right now. Because guess what? No one will question it. No one will. Milan is so desperate for literally anything that they can get their hands on and so lost and so confused and no one knows what the fuck is happening at Milan that you can link yourself to Milan right now and people will believe anything.
Even Cardinale will believe it.
Bro, oh, you'd be like, oh yeah, we're linked to that guy. Oh, yeah. Bro, they have no idea what the fuck is going on. No one knows what's going on. You can go out right now and say Milan is interested in me, and they will believe you, bro. There's no way to prove you wrong,
They'll set up a meeting with you.
bro. You can send them a draft. You can make a draft on AI and sign it and be like, I work for you now, and they won't fucking know the difference. They'll be like, oh shit, when do you start? They don't know what the fuck's going on over there, bro. Nobody's answering emails. Nobody's answering calls. The voicemail box is full. It's fucking. The lights are off in the office. There's cobwebs forming in the corners. There's nothing. There's nothing.
Yeah. Jesus, Lord, have mercy on our souls.
Bro, if I was a coach out of work right now, I would tell every single tabloid that Milan is interested in me.
Yeah.
Because there's no way to prove me wrong, bitch.
Right.
There's no one at Milan to say otherwise.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's then you got Areola that rejected us. Areola,
The
fucking
nipple.
Areola,
We got rejected by a nipple, bro.
we got rejected by a nipple, guys, because of Crystal Palace. Xavi is smart. Why the fuck would he come and risk it?
And you
The
know what?
problem is this. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna use game. I need to start a footballing game theory like Dr. Zhang channel with a whiteboard because I'm telling you this right now. I want to start my first game theory is any club owned by Americans is destined to fail. Any club. So Liverpool fans out there that are owned by Americans, I'm telling you right now, this nipple guy is going to fucking fail. Just like Slot, just like anyone else that comes there, because you're owned by Americans, and I will use game theory to fucking prove it. I don't care if this random fat Fonseca did a good job with fucking Bournemouth. I don't give a shit. He is going to fail at Liverpool. You could give him 500 million euros to spend. I don't give a shit. You're owned by Americans. You're destined to fail. I promise you.
Is he going to Liverpool?
Yeah, he's supposed to go to Liverpool. And now people are going to go, oh, see, they were looking at a really great coach because, look, he got the Liverpool job. I don't give a fuck. Liverpool is a prettier version of us right now. They're owned by Americans. They're destined to fail as well. Fuck them, too.
Damn. We got Nico in the house. What's up, bro?
Fellas, vatos, un second.
Vato, vato.
Oh.
Vato, loco, way. Yo, so quick thing about what Rock just said about fucking Liverpool, right? The only thing that kept them above water competitive all this year was Klopp and the players that they had. They had, what, 4 or 5 world-class players at the time for EPL standards. They had Van Dijk. They had, what's his name? Salah. They had so many people. I mean, that was the only reason why they were on the top of their game for so long. Because of those players.
Had his best goalkeeping ever.
Yeah,
never,
but
they have a lot of
never
players.
replicated it again.
Exactly.
They have a lot of players. They have a lot of money, dude. They
had a lot of money in spite of the owners being FSG, part of that whole Fenway Sports, whatever. Crap. So that's a complete different ballgame.
Is PSG owned by Americans? Nope.
Listen, I've been thinking about this. The only possible way moving forward, there's only 2 possible ways to improve Milan, right? One is to get a rich owner with a shit ton of money, doesn't care about spending.
True.
Or 2, which is never going to happen, is follow the Bayern Munich model.
Oh, can you explain what that is?
No, so I've been digging into. So a lot of the supporters got together, and in a sense, if we wanted to do that with Milan, right? So if Milan want to do it, you have to get all these people across the world, like 100,000 supporters, to put up their money, get somebody to be like the head of figure, say Maldini in a sense. Maldini would be the head of that, the face. Start getting sponsors, start getting funding, and present that and buy out Cardinal as that. And
how much money do these people put? Like,
I don't know. Honestly, it would take.
It
would. Yeah, I mean they're getting funded as well. I mean, I would say in this sense, everybody puts $100 in, and you get funding from some people that support your project. You have Maldini as the face of it, and you buy out Cardinal, and you have the board of directors are people that are on the board that are fans, and you have some of the Maldini, like the guy that Perez is as a president of Real Madrid.
I like it.
But that's never going to happen because the fan base is so divided, and they're not. They would yeah, those are the only options.
And that's the Barcelona.
Barcelona does that. Real Madrid has a similar model as we're in Bayern Munich. I'm sure there's other clubs. The team in Turkey has it as well, right? There's a couple of Turkish clubs that have that model as well.
In addition to that financial and ownership structure, I wouldn't mind adopting their transfer structure and all that stuff too, where they always buy the best talent in their league.
Yeah.
Every season, the top 1 or 2 talents in their league, they go and they buy them.
And that is what we used to do. That's what we used to do.
That's why that's why it angers me seeing somebody like Palestra being tied to Inter. The kid Natali, right, the center back
Yeah.
that we were discussing in the chat, being tied to Napoli. It's like, dude, it's like, these are players that the Milan of the past would have been targeting. At least one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's how you become the best in your league. You get the best players of the league. I mean, it's a very simple equation.
It's so simple, dude.
It's very simple.
Instead, we get Akachuchu and Ogodugu and blah 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 blah. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Baba Ganoush is the next player coming in.
Baba Ganoush. We get some fucking Somalian pirates, Abdi's cousins, bro. What the fuck are we doing?
Fuck. Kimo says, Roy, bring back Teo Tonali and Maldini. Would you accept that? Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. What the hell?
And the Bunga parties. Yes.
Bro.
All of
bring
it.
the balloon, bro. I will send helium tanks
Dude,
myself.
I want to see our owner coming into the San Siro in a fucking helicopter again. How's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Hitting balloons like middle schoolers, bro. Fucking millionaires. Like, where's the cocaine, bro? What are you doing?
Who cares? Like I said, who cares about what they did, dude? As long as you perform on the field, you can do all the fucking helium, hit the balloons, strippers, drug, whatever you need to do.
Nobody.
If you're winning, if you're performing, that's what.
As long as you're winning, performing.
Yo, Gullit used to smoke weed and play in reggae bands and fuck all the bitches.
There's a guy back, like, I follow Major League Baseball as well. There's a guy back in the 70s that played on the Pirates. It's a famous, there's a documentary. He was high on acid and pitched a no-hitter.
There you go, bro. Now we have
so just take that to an account.
And now the leader of our team is going to be Christian Pulisic, and the most risky thing he does is put black pepper on his food, bro.
By the way, did you see Pulisic? He's angry because people criticized him.
Oh, well, yeah. Listen, he's kind of soft, and
Pulisic wants $8 million net. The guy can't even play one game a week. Who the fuck are you?
Listen, if he's really asking for that definitely means he ain't staying.
Bruh.
There's no way we can pay him that. I mean,
and there's no way another club is going to be willing to pay him that either. I'm sorry.
In Italy,
but even in the Premier League, you want a guy who can't even handle one game a week? What's the point? Why are you going to pay $8 million salary to a guy who can only handle one game a week?
More intense as well, too, in the EPL.
But guys, I was just yesterday looking at just Arsenal's salaries. Like, they have players that like are 12th in the list, and they're like making what Lau is making. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Premier League is different, bro.
And they just pay their players so much more.
Oh,
so much. Think about how much Chelsea spent on Mudryk and all those guys, bro. Oh my god, hundreds of millions down the drain.
Well, listen, all the marketing, the way they've marketed the league all over the world with the TV deals, they've killed it, right?
Yeah, it's impossible to compete, man. It's literally impossible. I was comparing that. I was comparing Arsenal's wage cap to Inter's wage cap, and it's just not comparable. Their reserves are making the same. I'm making more than Inter's bench players. You know, it's just. I don't know how you compete with that. Like, you have to be really clever. You have to be very clever to fucking compete with that.
Well, it's cyclical, bro. Last year, Serie A was in every single European final, and and the year before, Inter was in two finals. It's like it just it goes in cycles, bro. When Atalanta wins the fucking Conference League, when Roma wins the Europa League, no one gives a shit. No one cares. Italy still sucks. When Premier League does it, oh my god, do you see that? Premier League's the greatest league in the world. That's like
True, that's true.
Yeah, when they lose in the Conference League to like Olympiacos, nobody says anything either.
Yeah, exactly. It's just all
which happened a couple years back.
It's just all agendas, bro. It's all agendas.
Yeah, for sure. Kush called Ragnick the Godfather. What? Jesus Lord! Dude, that audio you played of Kush. Wow.
Well,
I need to play. Hold on. Let me get my computer.
Oh, he's linking. There he goes.
All right, audience. Do we have an audience? How many people are tuning in right now?
We got 25.
25. All right, good enough. All right, listen to this fucking guy, Kush, okay? Hold on. Listen to this audio. Bear with me here. I'm going to pull it up on my WhatsApp. Couldn't believe what this guy was saying. It's so disgusting. It's embarrassing. Here we go. Right here.
Yo, raw.
No, not that one. This one.
I'm optimistic about the future of Milan. I think they're an ownership group that are going to do this responsibly. They're going to do it with the right kind of mechanics. And anybody who has a problem with the ownership group being about profit, profit is what's going to make your club move forward. Profit is what is going to make you be able to build that stadium. It's not just about the ownership group pumping wins in the team. Once again, hit. A lot of you guys wanted an InvestCorp. Why? Because we have this perception. The Middle Eastern guys are going to throw a bunch of money in there and your club's suddenly going to be successful. It's not how football works. Just look at what is happening with Barcelona. You need an organization that kind of knows how to make money. You need to make money. You have to have revenue. What Redbird's plan probably differentiated from InvestCorp's plan in Elliot's mind was, hey, these guys are going to come in here and turn AC Milan into a multi-level organization. It's not just going to be about the football on the field, but they're going to be involved in media and other departments. I think that is something that is a massive difference between Redbird and InvestCorp. Maybe InvestCorp's plan was purely the traditional Middle Eastern way of owning a football club. Just inject a bunch of cash and get big players. Redbird wants to generate a lot more revenue and use it towards the club. That is the one smart and sustainable way to do this. They're going to try and find ways of generating revenue from multiple different streams, and they will spend wisely. They're going to be a fiscally responsible ownership group, and I'm happy with that. If there's anything that we've seen from the past season, it's this. You can win when your organization is spending responsibly. So that's a little bit of a...
Boy, can we unpack on that? Can we unpack?
My jaw
a lot to unpack.
It's not on the ground. My jaw is under the ground. Dude.
A lot to unpack.
Can you believe what this guy... we need to listen to that second part.
Hold on. Can we respond to what he just said? There's some of these
Listen
points.
to it one more time, and then let's respond. Ready?
All right.
Remember, a lot of you guys wanted an InvestCorp. Why? Because we have this perception. The Middle Eastern guys are going to throw a bunch of money in there and your club's suddenly going to be successful. It's not how football works. Just look at what is happening with Barcelona. You need an organization that kind of knows how to make money. You need to make money. You have to have revenue. What Redbird's plan probably differentiated from InvestCorp's plan in Elliot's mind was, hey, these guys are going to come in here and turn AC Milan into a multi-level organization. It's not just going to be about the football on the field, but they're going to be involved in media and other departments. I think that is something that is a massive difference between Redbird and InvestCorp. Maybe InvestCorp's plan was purely the traditional Middle Eastern way of owning a football club. Just inject a bunch of cash and get big players. Redbird wants to generate a lot more revenue and use it towards the club. That is the one smart and sustainable way to do this. They're going to try and find ways of generating revenue from multiple different streams, and they will spend wisely. They're going to be
spend wisely
ownership group, and I'm happy with that. If there's anything that we've seen from the past season, it's this: you can win.
You can win.
Organization is spending responsibly.
When you spend responsibly.
So not even that. He still did not give any credit to Maldini. It's
God damn it.
Zero.
We won because we spent responsibly, not because of Maldini's.
Holy shit. I don't even know where to begin with that.
Bro, that's only half of the audio, bro. He
Dude.
just goes on a fucking cock slurping, blowing bubbles on Redbird's cock for an hour.
He's still defending him. All these reports about Ibra and Jerry fighting, he says it's bullshit because, you know, he's in their fucking pockets, right? And
I think they're in Kush's pockets. There's no other explanation for this sycophancy. There's no other explanation for this.
You can tell early on, Kush was lining up to kind of for this job from the beginning, right? By putting this out. God,
bro, he said Redbird are gonna spend wisely. And they're smart to want to make money first. It's not just about winning on the pitch. You need to make money. You need to make money.
Is this a pyramid scheme? Is that a pyramid? That's a pyramid scheme. Fucking term.
This guy
Multi-level.
goes, you can't just inject cash and buy top players and win the traditional way. You need to make money. And Redbird's gonna make money and they're gonna spend it wisely. And you can win if you do that.
Holy
Shut your
guacamole.
fucking Mouth
I'm
up.
flabbergasted, bro.
Shut your
I
fucking mouth.
can't believe that.
And
I
the
swear to
fact,
God, if you buy a
when
nice
was
camera,
this?
if you buy a nice camera, and you buy some nice lights, and you put a backdrop, and you brush your hair, you can be an expert on anything, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
it's all about appearances.
That is sick, and that's not just him. It's across. It's
This
across the
was
Milan sphere,
was
bro.
this after he did that Rocco thing?
Yeah,
This was right after Rocco, right?
yeah.
Because this is what Rocco was saying when the Avengers all came together.
Yeah. So
the Milan Avengers.
there's plenty where that came from. A year later and another year later, up until last year, same exact narrative. Same exact narrative.
How the fuck is Barcelona even part of this conversation? Barcelona wins. They have a system in place. They have an identity. Why would he even mention Barcelona?
They
That
want to
part,
No
spend.
way.
They want to spend 100 million on Alvarez.
that
What is he
part did
talking
not
about?
age well, huh?
What are we
Look
talking
at
about?
Barcelona and look at us. We're
Yeah.
winning. Look at them. Oh my God, that aged like fucking milk, bro.
Yeah, I'm.
You
I
need
couldn't
to
believe
make money, bro. When Redbird came in and started saying that shit was the most disgusting part of what they said when they came in. When they came in, the most disgusting part of what they said when they came in was, our first goal is to make money and be profitable. And then if winning is a consequence of that, great. But our number one priority is increasing Milan's value and making money for shareholders. Like, you're disgusting. Why the fuck would you say that? We're fans, so why do you think that's exciting for us? And the fact that our fan
Oh,
base,
maybe there's
acts-
something that we don't know there. Maybe someone is a shareholder.
maybe, could be. He's selling to anyone and everyone he possibly can. Maldini here, Ibra here, anyone with money, please help Daddy Gary, please. My guy couldn't pay back the loan to Elliott for like 4 fucking years. This guy is a bum. This guy is a bum. Oh my God. Oak Tree that owns Inter is worth 100x what Redbird Capital Partners is. This guy's a fucking bum. He's selling shares to fucking Ibra. 20+% shares to Ibra? Bro,
No.
you're selling over 20% of your company to Ibra? Are you insane? I wouldn't give Ibra 2% of any company I own. Are you insane? Is this guy like, he might secretly be fucking broke?
Maybe broke or I don't know, mentally handicapped, possibly.
No, there's something wrong with this guy. You gave Ibrahimovic over 20% of Milan? What the? Are you insane? Nah.
Dude, that take, it has to be the worst take in the history of history. Like the most wrong take that has ever existed.
I've never seen such a bad take in my life.
And,
That you need to make money, and when you make money, you can spend it wisely, and then you win.
and he still listen, and he's I don't think he would take that back even today.
Maldini made us
I
the
got it.
most money in a single calendar year for Milan ever since Redbird came in. Okay, Maldini made Redbird the most money. And
Right.
did they spend it wisely? Fuck no, they didn't spend it wisely.
Loftus Cheeks. Who else was part of that first
Oh
major
my
signing?
Lord. Loftus-Cheek, Chukwueze, Musa, Morata,
Let's go down the
Jimenez.
list.
Oh my, I can't even, dude, there's so many, you lose count. You lose count of how many hundreds and hundreds of millions these guys have spent. Wasted.
And it happens every year too. Every fucking summer they turn these players out. They get rid
Hey,
of them.
Kush, how about when making money is your number one goal? I'm going to tell you this right. You will fail. You will fail. It doesn't, not just football, by the way, not just football. Any business, if your number one goal is just make money and then everything else comes after that, that business will fucking fail.
Yeah, so out of touch. We got ZZ in the house. What's up, bro?
Yo,
Easy.
what's up, bros?
What up? What up?
I just had to join in. I'm at work, but I I always have like something on playing, so I saw this and I just had to jump on. And I guess I have never really like heard Kush before, so like once or twice. But hearing that, I was just like, yo, what is that?
That's like
Dude,
the
my
prophet.
jaw
Bro,
is
that's the
still
prophet.
Is that from when like the Redbird first bought the team,
I think
or is it
so, yeah.
recent?
That sounds like what Rocco said, so it had to be.
It's a,
I
it's a
mean-
mixture. It's a mixture of what Kush's take has been over
I
the last
think-
3 years. But I would say he's the Prophet Muhammad when it comes to English-speaking Milan content channels. So
Is he okay? Astaghfirullah. Dude, I don't know. I just think I think Redbird actually. I'm gonna give a little. It's gonna sound at first. It's gonna sound like I'm defending Redbird, and I want that to be clear. I'm not. I'm actually insulting them. So just let me say this. They actually throw around a lot of money. They have a lot of money. The problem is they waste it. They've spent more money on other deals than they have spent on Milan. Like Elliot, who by the way I don't like either. Like as far as like their politics and stuff, but as owners of Milan, they were awesome. But anyway, they spent hundreds of millions of euros on preventing us from getting losses, from giving us money. Like, we were in a hole when they took over. Redbird took over a very financially healthy club where they could have spent a lot more money, and they don't. That's the thing. And I feel like, and also, like, Zlatan, like, the thing is, like, Zlatan's shares are like sub 4%. It's only 4% if he spent like 15 million, and that's if you put it at like a 1.2 billion acquisition. It's probably 1.6. So he's got a sub 4% stake in the club, and he has this much power because from all the reports is that Jerry just has like heart eyes for this dude.
okay. I thought Ibra had 20-something%.
No. That would make more
Oh.
sense because if he had 20%, then you'd be like, okay, but that's a lot of money. Like he doesn't. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like the worst part is that Jerry is giving so much control and deference to a guy who put in something, right? But when you look at the reports saying that Maldini didn't take up the offer to put money in shares, it's like because then he'd be when he's making a decision. When he's making financial decisions, it's becoming what's beneficial to me versus
It's-
what's
exactly.
beneficial to the club. And
Such an
Ibrahimovic
honorable
now,
thing. Such an honorable. Honestly, what Maldini did was extremely honorable. Not
No, 'cause
wanting that conflict of
even-
interest.
Why would he
even
do
beyond
that?
honorable, it's just I don't understand why you have to buy in to run an organization. Like this is not like a doctor's office, like if you're a doctor and you're like, all right, I want to be a partner, like it's a private practice, like my cousin's a pediatrician.
Yeah.
It's 50% of the office is his, the other 50% of his is his brother-in-law. They're great friends. They but the thing is like his brother-in-law wanted to join in, so he gave money so that you could expand the bit. Like that's different being partners versus, oh, if you want to be a decision maker, you need to put money in.
Yeah.
That's a
So
spit in face. That's a spit in Maldini's face. The way they treated him, and not even saying, "Well, if you want to be back in Milan, you got to buy into the club," instead of offering a position and apologizing.
I
To
mean,
me, that's disrespectful.
you're
way
right,
I
and
look
I
at it.
think that's why there was this article that came out like a couple days ago where it's talking about how the decision to fire Maldini happened months before. Like before in that season where like Redbird took over, it happened in the fall. It happened in the winter time, like fall winter time, and it was already known that they were gonna get fired in January. So it's like, and we were in second in the league at the time. So you remember all the excuses? Oh well, they got fifth place, but it was really it was really fifth place, not fourth place, because Juventus on the field, and then it's Origi and CDK. That's why
Nope.
that had nothing to do with that.
He destroyed he destroyed the whole vibe and dude, these guys Redbird, that's their go-to thing in January. These guys destroy the whole second half of the season.
And it's
they
been
go-
like that every time.
They
But
have
it's been
no
every season.
they have no
But it's been
tact
every
whatsoever.
season.
They truly believe that they can insulate all these conversations because they have no real idea of how this world works. They've never been in this football world. And it all leaks. It all gets out. Everyone finds out. And it destroys the vibes for the whole second half of the season.
I mean, it all leaks because everyone's backstabbing everybody. So
Yeah.
it's like, in order to save your job, Forlani, Moncada, everyone is trying to like save face because like they have to have a career after Milan. So they're just like, yo, I'm gonna, everyone's leaking to the press. Everyone's saying stuff because they're trying to like save their reputation. This is from the ownership
To what?
down.
Yeah. And this is even what I remember telling the Red John when Red John was saying we're going to win the league. I told him, look, so far every winter, that's when the shit hits the floor. Every winter they start destroying the club, and then the second half of the season goes to shit because of the management and how they do their business. And it hasn't changed. I don't think it will change.
I think when you fire someone like Maldini, the only way you can like emerge from that is
Hey
by
Nico,
winning.
hey Nico, there's a lot of noise coming from your mic. Sorry, say again.
Sorry, if you fire someone like Maldini, right? Or if you sell a big player like Tonali, you have to like get better.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to win because Serie A is too competitive of a league where you can like Borussia Dortmund, for example. They sell crucial players all the time, but they have you can go through the growing pains that Dortmund is going through whenever they get through their new cycle because the Bundesliga is relatively weak at the top. Same with like
Yeah.
La Liga. Like La Liga is like 2.5 teams. So
Right.
it's like that's mean to Atletico, but whatever, like but it's not like the Serie A doesn't have the money of the Premier League, but it has
But
the same level of competitiveness. So like
yeah.
you can't just go through revolutions and not have growing pains and still make top 4. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Then I don't think they understand how they don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah,
They think
if
it's
you look at the Liga for the past 15 years, the top 3 spots have always been the same 3 teams. Like every single year. It's one of those three
here's an
teams.
analogy. Here's an analogy that I think is actually applicable here. Is Formula One. You can take the best driver, the best Formula One driver, but if you put him in a shit car, he's not going to get the podium. He's not going to get podiums. He's not going to get points.
Yep.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he can scrape and get a few points like mid-table, but it's basically the same thing. Redbird wants to put shitty drivers in shitty cars,
But
and
I
then
think
expect to win.
going off that example, it's like I have a lot more respect looking at what Alonso did at Ferrari now when you look back at how much more he was pushing the car,
Yeah,
like, and Ferrari's just instability and them messing up. I'm not like an F1 expert, but like looking at Alonso's time there, you're like, oh damn, like that might have been some of the most impressive driving we've really ever seen
yep,
because he was overcoming the machine.
yes,
I think the thing is with Redbird, I actually think that if the team was actually doing well, they'd be able to take advantage of that to grow the brand. The problem is that on the sporting side of things, they're so incompetent, genuinely incompetent, that whatever skill they have in marketing and all that other sort of stuff, right?
yeah,
You'll see it's just like, yo, they like this is not the NBA. This is
yeah,
not there's no draft. The playoffs are you can like your season can each season is brand new. Like the Champions League is ruined for us next year. Like we can't go. Like it's as if like the playoffs were like something you earned the previous year. That's not how it works. And so like the entire model that they're using is for like as if like they're still stuck in American sports, even though they bought Toulouse to be their little like stepping stone, but they haven't learned. Like we've went through so many revolutions. Our first revolution was we fired Maldini and then we said, oh no, Pioli's our guy, right? And then Pioli, like actually Pioli looks a lot better now, but still messed up real bad with a squad, right? And a squad that was built half and half, right? then what did we do? We said, all right, well, no, Pioli's the problem. The reason why we're not winning, they got rid of Pioli. And what did they do? They went with Fonseca. They didn't support him. And then there's the story that came out that Ibrahimovic, on the first day of training, tells Fonseca to leave, and he wanted to talk to the players alone. What is this?
Fucking Ibra, dude.
I don't. By the way, I hate Fonseca. To be clear, I think Fonseca is an idiot. But no manager survives that. Like, you can't. You're being undermined by like this dude who has no official title. No one knows what the real role he has. No one knows what is his job, what is not his job. It's crazy.
He destroyed. He literally nerfed him right there in the very
He's
first.
got- I think Ibra. Is he ego or is it low self-esteem? What is it?
Stupidity.
Just stupidity, just being dumb.
I think it's his ego.
I think he's
Low
insecure.
IQ.
Big head.
I think he's an insecure little baby. Think about how he gets when you say he has a big nose, bro.
I mean,
The guy loses his fucking mind and gets a red card if you tell him he has a big nose.
Well,
I mean,
you
You know what they say? The people who talk the loudest, right? They have something
Yes.
to fucking hide. Yeah, they
Got his ass beat by a quiet American. Oguchi Onyewu beat his ass.
Well,
This
Onye
guy's
was
a
a
black-
unit. Onye was a unit, bro.
yeah,
He,
yeah.
man might not be able
Twice
to
as big
defend,
as
but
Ibra.
Ibra had black belts in every fucking combat sport you can imagine. Got his ass beat by the quietest guy in the locker room. Shut your ass up.
I
We
doubt
all
his black
talk.
belt. They're probably from some like dojos, some fake ass fucking.
He's probably Bobos.
He wants to be rich. He wants to sound smart. Like, he wants all these things that he isn't. He wants to be something that he's not. He wants
mean,
to sound. He wants to sound deep and philosophical. And it's like, bro, no. You just sound like a 7-year-old. I'm confident. I can do everything. Like, bro, you don't sound smart. You don't sound deep. You don't sound philosophical at all. You sound like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. You're not what you think. You're not who you think you are at all.
he's a front runner. If things are going, I think as what he did to like our locker room when he came, I think he raises he gives like a lift, but like to a team. But like that's as a player. But like as an executive, I don't think he's understood or understood the dynamics.
It's almost like he
also
hasn't transitioned. He still thinks he's a player.
He's also a fair weather leader, by the way. He's only a leader when things are going well. When things aren't going well, he couldn't give less of a fuck. He disappears.
He
when
blames everybody else.
things were looking rocky for us during our Scudetto winning season in January, things were looking rocky. He fucked right off for 2 months. He couldn't give a single shit about the team for 2 months to go host Sanremo, and he had no belief that we were going to win the Scudetto that year. He comes back in March when we start winning. We go on a crazy 8-9 game win streak, and now he's like, oh, yeah, I'm back. Fuck you.
10 games.
10 game win streak. If that 10 game win streak didn't happen while he was at Sanremo, you would have not heard from this motherfucker March, April, May. You wouldn't have heard shit from him. He would have never came back mentally from hosting that TV show. The only reason he showed up is because we started fucking winning, and he's a fair weather leader. When things aren't going well, the guy disappears, doesn't give a fuck.
And listen, and imagine how strong that team was when you go on a 10 game winning streak without conceding goals in the last quarter of the season.
I think
That's
the refs made that season closer than it was. I think without ref interference, I think that team runs away with the league that year. Honestly, that was the year. That was the year when when they scored the goal at the end and the ref like blew the whistle. There were so many calls that were made. Like, that team wasn't just those last 10 games.
The Messias goal?
Yeah, Messias goal. Remember, I think it was against Siena.
Yeah, they do. They tried to rob us so many
They
times.
tried to rob us that. So I'm saying is, like, the funny thing is that team was actually even stronger than we give it credit to. And Kessie played like shit most of that year, actually. That's the funny part.
How many handballs were called on us that year just for no reason, dude?
Insane. Honestly, and you look at, like, Inter would be like Inter would just elbow people and get away, no VAR. Like, by the way, I mean, there's a reason why, like, the most important refs and executives or whatever, like leaders, have all been suspended and being prosecuted recently, But again, I think the issue here is there is money. The team can spend money. The team can actually give bigger salaries. Roma spends more than us. Like,
We have the
like,
fifth. We spend fifth on
mhm.
salary in the Serie A,
And the
bro.
thing is, and
What,
yeah, but it's also inefficient spending, and
Yeah.
I think honestly, like,
bro?
in we
Chukwueze is on higher wages than fucking 90% of the team, dude.
and he's coming back.
And Cuckoo makes more than the
and
double than
and,
the
and
coach.
listen, and also we have another example of just spending money without any results. Chelsea, they spent what
Way more.
1.5 billion,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
couldn't even make what conference league this year, or
No,
what,
they were just
no, they.
acquiring pieces. They would just
or they did.
acquire pieces just for the hell of it. Don't have a fucking plan either, Chelsea.
I mean, but Chelsea shows you. I mean, I think there are different hedge funds and there are different private equity firms, however you want to describe them. You know, they have different organizations, but I think the difference between Elliott and the difference between Redbird is very clear. And if you look at Chelsea's worse because there are a lot of partners who own big chunks. Like at first it was Todd Bowley, now it's Egbali. They're all fighting each other over what's the best vision. I mean, Bowley literally was their sporting director their first year, which is crazy. They're
What was
freaking
it? 4-4-3.
yeah. And he was like, he didn't even know that they had to. He didn't know that they had to qualify for the Champions League, which is crazy.
Yo,
Eh,
dude,
eh,
what is
Bro,
it?
these are Chelsea owned by Americans, bro.
Yeah.
My game theory on American-owned clubs, bro. I'm Dr. Zhang from now on, bro. Call me Dr. Zhang, yo. I'm getting a whiteboard. I'm starting a game theory soccer channel, and I'm just gonna literally tell you exactly why every American-owned football club in Europe is going to fail, destined to fail.
I mean,
History tells us.
I'm just saying, I think you have an opportunity to make Milan a real giant. And if you look at like all the metrics when it comes to like which Italian club is the most popular, like across the world, Milan is consistently more popular than Juventus or Inter. You have tremendous brand recognition, like it's there, and you're going to mess it all up because you raise everyone's expectations was raised by the previous ownership, and you have crashed it. The thing is, they talked a lot of shit on their way out. I feel like people forget that Redbird didn't just come in and take over. They fired Maldini and they talked a lot of shit about him on the way out, and
They
they
still
talked
do.
shit. Yeah, but also they talk shit about Inter. That's the other thing, which would be cool if you actually wanted to beat Inter. You know, like you can't talk shit and lose.
The Cardinale has no idea what's going on. He
Bro,
has
and
no
honestly,
idea what's going
you
on.
know what the crazy thing is? Inter fans and their organization, they feel so bad for us. They feel sorry for us to the point where their supporters are on Twitter and X. They actually feel bad. There's groups of Inter fans getting together to help us protest Redbird. They feel bad for us. They're sad for us. They control the fuck out of it. They can literally put Cardinale's words on repeat about we're not Inter. We don't want to be like Inter. Inter's not structured well. Inter's not prepared to win long term. They could play that on repeat and troll us and dance on
But
our
I mean,
graves if they
of
wanted
course,
to.
but if you look at it, like look at Oak Tree, who took over. I mean, Morata was actually a part of the reason why Inter was actually losing a lot of money. Morata was actually part of that, to be honest. He actually had a lot of deals that actually were really bad for Inter, and of course, like their previous owner that got like, dude, he was such a bad businessman. He lost so much money, bro. You should see like a court case where he had this like 300 something million-dollar loan, and he said somebody forged his signature, and the court was like, okay, even if that's true, you don't just like sign one piece of paper for a $300 million loan. Like, stop lying. Anyway,
Wow.
Oak Tree doesn't get rid of Morota. Oak Tree does not get rid of the people who were making Inter win games, who were making Inter do well. Even if Morata was maybe like didn't do like wasn't thinking long term or using young players and all that other sort of stuff, which he's kind of changed if you've noticed since Oak Tree's taken over. But they
Yeah.
didn't fire him. But like he did not get most Inter players for free. He like some of them, yes, but if you actually look at a lot of the deals, especially the Conte era, there was a lot of wasted money. Like what's his name? What's the little runt? Not Barella, the other one. Frattesi. He spent a lot of money for Frattesi, and he can't offload him even if he like wanted to. So like, and there's like a lot of strikers he paid money for, like that kid from Lazio he got, Correa or whatever.
Yeah, but it's nothing compared to what we. how we
Nothing compared
spend
to
on it.
us.
No,
Like,
but
look,
the point
if you
being,
put together what we spent on Musa, on Jashari, on all these
yes,
guys,
yes. But what
bro,
I'm saying,
I will buy Fortezi every day.
What Marotta does, he does get players on a free, but he gives high wages, so that's
yes,
how he gets to keep his players. And these are all good players that with high wages.
right.
You know, Bastoni, Barella, Chalanoglu, Lautaro, Thuram, they all have high wages, and that's why they stay, and that's why they treat Inter as a top club.
And I think people underestimate the time it takes to build a strong unit. Like but you're better to give high salaries and make some mistakes along the way so that these players actually stay and they feel motivated to work every single day so that you can actually build momentum as an organization.
Yeah, Marotta is trying his best to keep Inter as close as his competition in Europe, which is impossible for Italy because the difference in the revenues.
Oh,
But he's doing
yeah.
a good job at that, though, and he's showing that there is a way. There is a way.
There is, but I think Maldini showed a even better way, to be honest. If you looked at it, because
Oh, listen, I was
unlike-
always saying
Yeah.
if there's one guy better than Marotta, for me, it was Maldini.
I mean, the man
We
was
had it.
cutting our wage bill while drastically increasing performance. I mean, that's not. That's a very difficult thing to do. That's like literally like losing fat and gaining muscle at the same time, which is extremely difficult and rare to do.
Yeah.
If any of you guys are meatheads, like
I always felt like finally there's someone here that can compete with Marotta, and he was right there in our own backyard.
because you need somebody who can go up to someone like Taylor Hernandez who's leaving Real Madrid and say, "Look, come, I'll make you the best left back in the world." Like when Maldini calls you, people pick up. Now, like that doesn't mean that Maldini's going to win every transfer battle. But I'm sorry, like we have seen years of what we look like without Maldini. We've seen it now. We've actually
It's so
seen it.
bad, dude. Think about it. Maldini,
Think about all the people who hated on Maldini and were dancing when he got fired. Are those people saying I'm sorry? Are they apologizing? Are they saying,
No.
"Oh, I'm wrong"?
Money,
They're just acting
money.
like they never.
You have to make money, bro.
No,
At one point,
listen.
Maldini managed to develop Camarda and bring him up. Giroud was there. Abraham was there. Jovic was there. Pulisic was there. Leao was there. Okafor was there. Rebic was there for half the time, then out. Bro, we had firepower for minimal money. And now we have nothing. We have nothing. We have nothing.
But if you look at the transfers, even if they didn't work out, like Macias, if you look at him, outperforms Chukwueze for a fraction of the cost.
Yeah.
You know, it's stuff like that where it's like when players were bought, they were bought for a purpose, even if they didn't work out. Like people talk about Serginho Dest. He came just because Calabria and Florenzi both got longer term, like 3-month injuries right before, right before the transfer window ended. But Dest wasn't like some brilliant plan. He's just an emergency player. But the point is, you get somebody because you need it. Look at us this year, for example. Alex Jimenez literally does his little, cause the funny part, he was talking to some girl, foreshadowing, and talking about how Allegri's stupid. Then like, boom, and he was like late for a bunch of trainings or whatever, and they got rid of the kid. Great. The funny part is, we have one less wing back in a system that depends on wing backs. Did we replace them? No. Like,
I mean, just look at it. Maldini. So that example that you gave, Dest, we had to get someone, right? We spent minimal on him. It was just a band-aid solution. But Redbird will go all in because Forlani said the fucking AI logic says so, and we'll go spend 25, 30 mil total on Emerson Royale and a stupido with wages plus transfer fee. Almost 30 million on him as well. We'll go spend 60 million on these two guys,
just
but
think
we'll
about
shit on Maldini for 3.5 mil wages.
How many defenders have we rotated out? We've had Walker out after one season.
Oh my God, Walker! I forgot about
There's another
Walker.
one.
This fucking
Emerson
guy.
Royale.
Another one. Royale, Estupiñán. The list goes on and on.
My lord, I
You know
forgot we
the
had
best part
Walker
is,
as well.
you know who Man United wants to buy? Kalulu.
Yeah, Kalulu's a top player, bro.
We,
His,
we Malik Chow is getting he's getting glazed at Newcastle. Glazed.
bro, not only the value Maldini brought, not only the players that stayed, but every sale we made, all the money that we actually made also came from Maldini players. Because guess what? Fulham's not signing Chukwueze. Wherever the fuck Musa is not signing him. They can't even manage to offload their shit. Maldini was so fucking good. He even made money on shit players. That's how good he was.
Yeah, all the players that we had during the Maldini, aside one, are all gone, and yeah, they made Redbird a lot of money.
I mean, I don't.
Our net spend, our maximum net spend in a single transfer window was still 20 million. It was still 20 million. We spent 512 million across the Redbird's tenure, but we sold like 400 plus or whatever, and it all came from Maldini. Maldini kids that he developed, and all of Maldini's starters. That's where all the money came from.
I just think it's funny that Teo Hernandez still is the starter for France. I just think it's crazy that he's still like apparently
Yeah,
everyone was
well,
talking about how
great.
he was the problem last year, and I've seen and like honestly, yeah, some plays maybe Teo looked kind of lazy, whatever, but it's like the problem is on that left side is still there. Like
Yeah.
the problem is still
This is
there.
why
And
the
listen-
layout issue is so strange to me because in the right environment, Leao, Teo,
Right
all these guys are
environment, right.
amazing. So how can I judge them at their worst when it's not their fault that they're at their worst? We are literally putting them in
That's
the
the
most
issue,
toxic
yeah.
shit environment.
Don't
I
worry,
mean,
don't
listen,
worry.
Theo had to leave. There's no way he could have stayed. Like I'm disappointed he went to Saudi Arabia. I think he should have gone to another European
I think they
club.
forced him to go to Saudi Arabia. He wanted to go to Atletico. That's who wanted him, and then they forced him.
Yeah,
For
They forced
maximum
him
dollars.
to take because yeah, the maximum amount that they could get. But again, they're even bad at selling because they're putting it out there that they want to get rid of this or that player. Like if you wanted to
Yeah, they're
maximize
so
Leao,
stupid, bro.
they're just it's just bad negotiating.
and by the way,
You have to say Teo's not for sale, bro. And so they double their offer. We sold Teo for 20 million. Are you retarded? 20 million for
They say
Teo?
Leao's going to go for 40 million euros.
Oh my god. These guys are
and
Oh,
also Magnan. Yeah, Magnan looks like he's on his way out too.
Well, I mean, why would you want to stay? Magnan's 30, 31. Like as a keeper, he's not old. Like he's still got like 5 years in him, right? At least, right? But the idea is like, if you're Mike Mignon, why the hell are you going to stay here?
Anybody who's ambitious has no business staying at Milan, unfortunately. And it's crazy to say. I would have never imagined in my life that one day I would say any footballer that is ambitious should not be at Milan. It's incredible that I get to say that, but it's the truth. Like,
Like
what are you going to
genealogy.
do? What are you going to do at Milan? What are you going to win? You ain't going to win the Champions League. You're not going to win the Scudetto. You might win a fucking Super Cup. Maybe.
Well, Royce, more than that,
You might win the Berlusconi Cup in the summer.
There's no light.
pain-
There's no light at the end of the tunnel, guys. If you
Yeah.
saw something promising the next year, you say, "I'd stick around."
The most
Is it-
pain, the
Yeah,
most
go ahead,
painful thing for me, Nico, was this. What for years, right? I'm 31. So a large chunk of my Milan fandom was spent in the banter era. So like I knew in the back of my mind, my subconscious, okay, Milan is a stepping stone club for talented players. And so even when talented players did arrive, I had that inkling in the back of my mind. Okay, this is probably a stepping stone for them. That sucks. I really wish they would spend their whole career here because that's what I idolized growing up with Maldini and all that. But that probably won't happen anymore. This is the modern game. I get it. Okay, I've come to terms with that. But once we started winning again, I was like, holy shit, we might actually be a club where talented players in their early 20s, mid 20s actually want to come here and end their career here and build their career here. Not only is it no longer that being a possibility, but it's also worse than it was in the banter era where it was in my subconscious because Galliani and all these guys still spoke as if Milan was a destination club at that point. Now our owners straight up say out of their own mouth that we are a stepping stone club for these players. We don't even pretend to be a destination club anymore. We don't even pretend to be a top European club anymore. We just straight up say the fucking hard part out loud. We just say, yeah, we're a stepping stone club that's just trying to make money. This is worse than banter era, bro. For me as a fan, this is worse. because we're straight up saying the quiet part out loud and we're embracing it. We're actually branding ourselves with it. This is worse. At least I could fool myself into thinking we could be a destination club where talented players want to go. No, now our owners just straight up say that they're here just to develop so we can sell them and make maximum profit. They're not here to stay. We have no intention of keeping talented players here at all. As soon as they have value and we get an offer, they're gone. That's our business model. We don't even pretend to be a top European club anymore, bro.
Yeah, and I don't understand how there's still people that think that Milan is this big club when these kind of things are happening, when the owner says, well, that's what they want to do. It's not the same Milan. Like, what are you guys... Why is anybody getting enthusiastic? Why is anybody getting excited?
They keep going back to the old Milan, right? Oh, we won 7 championship leagues and we did this. That's all in the past. That doesn't have any relevance to today at all.
That came with a certain level of energy, with a certain level of work, with a certain level of ambition, with being very meticulous and being very careful and being very ambitious and keeping your players and creating groups, creating cores, completely the opposite of what these guys are doing. This is what Udinese does, guys. We are doing what Udinese does, what Sassuolo does. No, I think Sassuolo is even more ambitious than us on how we operate. They just don't have a budget. But this is what Udinese does. We are Udinese, essentially. We are Udinese. This is who we're becoming.
Did you guys cover Kravaski earlier that that Ibro wants him to be the DS?
Yeah.
Nico, you know more about that guy. Why don't you tell
Holy
us?
shit! So I'm reading up. I was digging into this shit. So it looks like Kravaski and Makata, they took the initial course right last year. The prelim courses
for DS.
The DS, like the prelim courses, the first level courses, whatever the fuck. But in the graduating class, these motherfuckers didn't even make the list. From the official page at FICG, they were not on the list of people who actually passed the fucking course.
No wonder he fucking got relegated and stayed relegated.
So how the fuck no? So what in Ibra's mind thinks he can be the DS when this guy can't even pass the initial course?
From the outside, it looks like Ibra wants all his buddies to be in positions of power so he can manipulate things.
Exactly.
Are they gonna fucking, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fucking pay somebody off to give him his fucking certification?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because I think Roy's instincts on Ibra were accurate. He's insecure, and it's all just a front. Because this guy does not want smart, intelligent people to be hired. Because that will completely blow up the facade that he has going on right now in Milan management, where he knows he's the guy and knows what the fuck he's doing. He will be found out so quickly by a serious professional and executive who knows what they're doing. Ibra can't have that. He needs to have people around him he's buddy with who are not going to call him out.
Yeah. It looks like it, yeah.
And the only reason he got away with it with Forlani is because when Forlani stood next to him, Ibra's cock was resting on his forehead. So Forlani didn't want to say shit. Forlani didn't want to open his mouth.
The level of stupidity.
Lab says Theo did have to leave. He was out of control in the city of Milan and the clubs he was frequenting. Without Maldini, he lost his guidance and he was completely out of control. He had to go. There was no point of him staying. He made it clear he didn't like the management. He didn't like Furlani. He's made it clear many times. And I don't know, but I don't know if he was doing those parties while Maldini. It's possible he was doing. He's an animal. That guy is a party animal. Like, you can see it in his.
Of course. Yeah.
But.
Oh, fuck off! I'm sorry, guys. Simper Milan just put out an article. They can go fuck off themselves as well.
What did they say?
What did it say?
Oh, Rangnick. That makes massive changes wherever he goes. Here's what he could change at AC Milan. Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god.
No, nobody's learning, bro. Nobody's learning their lesson.
Changes clubs. What the hell?
Nobody's
Wow.
learning their lesson. Nobody. Everyone is so desperate to be happy again.
I think Ranić could be. If Ranić comes, I think he would do a lot of changes. He really would.
I mean, but will they
if-
let him do those changes?
That's the question.
If we're being
I
intellectually
will say.
honest,
I will
will
say.
these
There's-
guys change?
I think he's the type of guy where if they do mess with him, he would be like, "Fuck this,"
I'm
and he'd
out,
just walk
bye.
out. And it would have to like that's the only benefit I could see of Ranić. Like it's like, okay, fine, you get because if Ranić comes, he knows that like you need to change things, like the man turned down Bayern Munich, like because he's like it wasn't about the money, like he just wants a project. And the thing is like the one thing that like gives me a little bit of hope with her, just a tiny little bit, is that Ranić loved Saki. So then I'm like, okay, maybe he loves Milan, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna fix the club that inspired my whole like shift in mindset.
Yes,
And that's
we
my
know.
and then if they mess with him, he'll just
I
be
have
like,
my doubts.
he'll give the middle finger and walk out. That's it. That's my only positive. That's
Hey,
the only
listen.
positive thing.
It's easy, no doubt. Ragnick he's done great things. He's a big name in German football with the whole Red Bull system and gender pressing and all those philosophies, no doubt. But I don't know how Roy feels a rock, but my issue is the thing that I can see. He doesn't understand culture. He doesn't understand the Italian way of doing things. That's the massive thing, especially if he's going to bring his own people in from the ground up.
Listen, the thing with
That's-
him is this: Italy is not going to embrace him. That's the problem. Italy didn't embrace Gary. They don't like embracing outsiders in this league. We need to read the fucking room and stop making the same mistake. Notice what environment you're in and adapt to it. Stop trying to fucking change it. It's not going to happen. Forget about it. Just adapt to it.
True. Very true. The other issue with Ragnick at Milan is that whatever Ragnick wants to do, for him to get the results that he wants is going to take a long time. It's not going to take one season. It's not going to take even 2 seasons. Like the kind of changes that he wants to make before they actually, if they are successful, it would take years. And there's no chance that the Milan fans or the media in Italy are going to give him that privilege.
Well, I think
And-
there's 2 levels, man. He knows that he's gonna have to make like. I don't think I don't know. I don't think there's a way that anybody takes the job at Milan and thinks that, oh, I'm gonna have time, and I mean time, I mean like over years to like mess around. I don't think anyone's gonna get that time. I don't think so. I think they know that they have to, because the idea is we've spent a lot of money, we've spent it poorly. I think if they're gonna take this job, they're gonna be like, okay, none of these guys, they're all older dudes. None of these guys who we are offering jobs to are under 40, okay? So it's like they all know what Milan means, okay? So the way I look at it is I think, and also because Redbird needs to make money. Like literally he needs to make money. So I don't know, bro. For me, I think that they know. I think Ranić, we won't see his youth, changes for years. But it's important. Like you need to do that. But
He will no longer have Furlani there. That's just signing players behind his back and doing shit behind his back and vetoing his decisions behind his back.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that aspect is better, for sure.
Unless Ibra gets this fucking other guy in there, then he'll probably do that.
Look, I definitely believe that he's better than Ibra, Moncada, and Furlani and that stupid fucking group we just had for the past 4 years. There's no doubt about that. But I think there's a lot of people better than them. I think us 4 are better than those motherfuckers,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like Ragnick is the only solution. I do worry that Ragnick wants complete control of everything. I don't think that's going to work. I would never give, if I own Milan, I would never give anybody that kind of power. That's way too much responsibility. And then speaking of one-man shows, like Rock was saying earlier, how the fuck can you say Maldini was a one-man show and then you're going to hire a guy that says, I'm going to take the job only if I get to be a one-man show? Like, there's just so many things that don't make sense to me.
I
And
think
then
that's because. Sorry. I apologize. I apologize, bro.
No. Okay, let me and then just real quick. I just don't think that he can solve Milan's issues right away, and Milan is not a place where they give you time. Milan is a place where you have to do everything right away. You have to show progress right away.
Honestly, with Redbird, dude, Ragnick, you sound like a great footballing mind and a wonderful professional and have accomplished a lot in your career. Don't come here, bro. Do not ruin, bro. Don't ruin your fucking reputation, bro. Don't come here, bro. Just don't. Take my advice. Take it from me. Do not fucking come here. Redbird Capital Partners is not going to set you up to succeed. You're going to ruin your reputation. Don't fucking come, bro.
No, I need him to come fix this team, bro. I can't deal with this emotional damage.
Safety gets signed on, and they give him. They say, "We promise you power." You still have Ibra in the mix, who's going to get involved at some point. You have Kowalski, who's got different opinions, along with Ibra. They have the same philosophy. And then don't forget the guy at the Primavera, Vincenzo Verghini, whatever his name is. He's the only guy who has Italian roots, who likes to promote Italian players. He'll probably get axed because he's not part of the philosophy. He's not down with Ragnick's group. And that's the only guy keeping any of this Italian core going on at any level. So you're talking about a lot of different personalities trying to get together and on the same page. That's another mess.
Listen,
I don't see how this is going to work.
in these past 30 years, Milan has created tons of people that know the environment, that are now working with suits and ties, that are equipped for the job. These are the guys you go for. You don't need to go and look for people in Austria, in fucking wherever. We have the people there that have been at Milan, that have won everything at Milan, that understand how to run the club, that understand what makes the fans happy, that understand the psychology and understand the everything, the sporting side. His solutions are there in Italy with the people that used to work there, that know the environment. We don't need a Ragnick. We don't need these guys. We don't need all these guys. Everybody's already there in Italy. I don't know why Jerry can't fucking understand that. I don't get it.
Because of his ego. It's his
I
ego.
I need a Man U fan to come in and explain in detail Ragnick's time with them because I don't fully comprehend how that went and what went wrong. And like, I feel like that's the most recent role that he was in that's equatable in some way to us and the role he would have with us, even if it was for a short stint.
But he was
I
just-
kind of want. I want to
He
know
was just
from
a
Man U
manager
fan.
there. But he was just a manager there. Here he'd be above the sporting director. That's what he wants to do. He wants to be the technical director. He wants to select a sporting director. He wants to select all the coaches at every single level of the youth and scouts. Like he wants to thoroughly like fix the entire system. And I think to be on like here's the thing. I think what Maldini was doing and all the reports like Gab Marcotti was talking about this, like everything that Maldini was doing was was quote unquote very Germanic. He wanted to do high pressing, fast attack, like all that stuff was. So I don't think Maldini wasn't doing anything that I think was inherently like quote unquote Italian. He wasn't playing the 3-5-2 and all these back threes that everybody in Italy is using, right? So I think personally, I look at Ranić as a positive, the only positive, because I think it shows that they have messed up so bad that they have no other choice. That's what I look at it.
I mean, I don't know. I think there are other choices, but
Like who are we gonna pick? Like who can we?
there's tons of people in Italy that are.
At this point, I just want to choose a super high-powered Italian who knows how to grease elbows and rub elbows and grease palms. I mean, with everyone in Serie A, like at the organizational level. That's who we need because Gary and these guys, they have so little aura in these rooms with these high-powered people in Serie A. They have no sway whatsoever, no drip at all. The country fucking hates them. the country fucking hates them. Like they straight up do not like them because
They make fun of them.
they're disparaging towards Italy any chance that they get, and towards Syria, deservingly so. But you just don't fucking go out in public and say that if you want to be treated well. So we need someone who's just more tactful and like knowledgeable about the league, in my opinion.
And I want to say something about what you said about Maldini and his football style. But Maldini, honestly, this has been the idea of it was Berlusconi's Milan. That was we want to win, but we want to entertain. Right, that was his motto. So Maldini was kind of following what he learned there. Milan wins by playing aggressive, offensive football, right? And he tried his best to do that. So I don't know if that translates just because Ragnick has a similar idea. The other thing about Maldini was his personality, was the way he was personal with the players.
The
and
diplomacy
the
was
environment.
amazing.
The diplomacy and just the relationships, the connections, and all of that. That's what really made him special. It was more that, and his ability to transmit to the players what it means to play for Milan. And these are tangibles that you can't buy. You can't. You're not gonna get him on a website, right?
I mean, Ragnick is the right age for understanding Milan and what it means, what Milan means, I guess.
The only reason why I'm trying to see a positive with Ranić is because, to me, if you bring him in, that means that you have a problem. That's the only thing, that it's just like.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it.
That is an open admission by Redbird. It's a fucking mess.
And the thing is like, and it's not just I think Allegri was also an admission that they were wrong, right?
Yeah,
they went for what they
absolutely.
thought was the same.
Oh, yeah,
But
for
what
sure.
the difference is that Ranić doesn't give a shit about anything. So it's like, okay, if they mess with Ranić, right, then he'll just like get up and leave. And they'll have nothing else to hide behind at this point.
True. They literally have to back him at the risk of losing even more credibility, which is already at 0.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm trying. That's like, for me, the positive of Ranić is that it forces them to, like, listen, man, one year, every team can have a bad season. You have a bad season, whatever. You can, if they wanted to say last year was a bad season, whatever, okay. The thing is, they've had 2 years in a row, and they've been talking shit. So it's like, now they have no other choice.
They burn bridges. Every other avenue they could have taken, they burned the bridge. How are they going to put a fucking knowledgeable, well-known Italian in there when they just said Italians are a bunch of dumb fuck backwards Neanderthals who can't do this? Bro, as soon as they appoint that guy, they're gonna be chirping about him in the boardroom, fucking after every game, and being like, "You gotta get this fucking loser Italian out of here, bruh."
You have to. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the only reason why I'm like, okay, there's something positive about.
You can't say shit. With Radnick, Redbird can't say shit to him. Basically,
that's their guy.
They can't belittle him. They can't go behind his back.
Mm-mm.
They can't fuck with him. Basically,
they have to either give it to him. They have to give him that time and space. Okay, Or
are we putting this guy on too high of a pedestal, and they're perfectly willing and able and prepared to scapegoat him and throw him under the bus like everyone else before him, which is a possibility.
The thing is, he's such a straight shooter. Like, he doesn't give a shit. That's the thing. Like, he'll just walk away. Like, if they actually do that, he'll put everybody on blast. So to me, it's like, that's the positive. I'm not saying that Ranić is some miracle worker, but nobody is. What I'm saying is that, like, he is, again, if he's done a really good job with Austria, for example. He's done, like, building up a Red Bull system is impressive. Like, it is, It's not the idea is, I'm at a point where I just want us to get top 4. Think about that. Remember how good it felt to finally get top 4, and like now, if you'd be like top 4, not getting top 4 is a failure. Like, remember when like top 4 was just like remember how it was like this like distant far thing? It was just like, oh, we'll never get there again. You know?
Bro, Maldini is like that one night stand that was the best fuck of your life. An absolute 10. Fucking ate your asshole, bro, and you never saw her again.
Yeah,
Never
but the
saw her again. Bro, it's like I almost wish I didn't know what it was like to feel this good, bro. Because now we're chasing that high for the rest of our fucking lives, man. Holy shit. Maldini, why? Why did you come into our lives and leave like that? We'll never feel like that again, man.
Yo, speaking
So-
of Kurowski, look at this. Like, I don't know who this is, but Simone Lontani, 10 goals and 21 Primavera appearances, could leave Milan on a free. Contract expires June 30th. Parma leads the race for the 2008 born striker. Like, this is the kind of work we're doing.
I mean, with youth players, who knows who's the talent and who's not? Like Bartesaghi wasn't a very hyped player before he came. Like before he came up. Like I
Well,
don't remember.
I remember. Look, I follow the youth national teams a lot.
Yeah.
I wake up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning to watch their games. And Bartesaghi has always been one of the star players in the youth national team. It was for me, he's one of the players that was almost like a given that he was going to become a good Serie A player. Now, I think he's going to become a top player eventually, but it was sure for me that he was going to become a good Serie A player.
But I'm
Based
just saying,
on what I saw in his youth national team.
the way I look at it
appearances.
is, yeah, it's not great to see a kid go, but who knows? I think the bigger problem is that Karofsky even has the job. I
Oh, yeah,
mean,
that's
even the
biggest
fact that
problem.
he has the job, again, like this is where like Abate looks like maybe one of the next good coaches. I'm not saying great. I'm not saying the man's the next Pep and Carlo and Capello
I
in
don't
one.
know, bro. He's done extremely well
He
every
has.
single team he's had. So
The
it's
point, but
possible.
the point is, though, like you had a really good coach in your youth setup, and the kids loved him, and you shoved him out. And his dad had been a coach with Milan since like 2000 something. Like, brother, like this was all because of Ibrahimovic's like personal vendettas or whatever. So it's like, and our team spent more money than we were like the PSG of City Chi, and he got relegated. Brothers.
The PSG of City
And then
Chio.
he was a PSG of Serie C, and then he was a fucking Man City of Serie D, and he still couldn't get up to Serie C.
Man City of City
Man.
D, bro. Oh my god.
No, but I'm just saying, like I'll say, like I mean, like yes, like like young players do like I used to play pretty good, pretty well, whatever, and like I play with some kids now. Like when they play in like the adult leagues, you can see that they're like, oh well, I can torch this guy because I'm older. Like I can understand why some of our kids are struggling in like third and fourth division. I can get like they need to take those licks, and I think that's important. But geez, like relegation though. Relegation?
That's the thing with I think Redbird, honestly, I'm really concerned that we could appoint Jesus and fucking Muhammad and then fucking bring Maradona back from the dead and he plays on the team in his prime. And I think we still
be a
might fail.
mess.
We still might fail because Redbird
I'd
is
bet on
that
that.
toxic, bro. They're that toxic.
I'd bet on that. By the way, Atalanta's never been relegated. They have a team there. Inter's never. No, Inter just. No. Inter, I think they just had one season. They didn't get. Juventus never been relegated. Just we were the only fucking team, the richest team there that got relegated.
We love breaking records, bro. You know.
And we had Abate. That's the worst part. Like we had a
Yeah.
great manager, like a great youth manager.
back-to-back Champions League finals, Youth Champions League finals.
I mean,
for
it's
Abate, bro.
crazy. It is crazy. Someone wrote something to me, and I need to go back and see who is. You don't want to. All right, bro. I'm looking it up. All right, I'm looking back. Julian, no, that's not you. Can't you just?
Julian Nagelsmann? I am interested in Nagelsmann. I know Roy doesn't
Sure.
rate him that highly, but I do.
Why not?
I
I'm trying
actually do think Julian Nagelsmann.
Well,
I want to know.
Nagelsmann
I want to
has
know the
pedigree.
sporting director.
Nagelsmann's won Champions Leagues. I mean, that's a different standard. Hasn't he won
Yes.
Champions League?
No, I don't think Nagelsmann did.
Nah.
So no. Oh no, I'm thinking of
Flick.
someone else. Yeah.
Flick, Hansi Flick.
No, Hansi Flick. The
I would
older
take
guy.
Hansi Flick as well, honestly.
I'm thinking
trying
of the
to find
Bayern
who
Munich
is-
guy.
So he can pick his nose and eat his boogers on camera. Pick his ass, sniff his ass.
Oh no, that was
That was
Lowe.
Joachim Lowe.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, that's what it was.
By the way, like even if you do that in your private time, Doug, you're in a public stadium and there's cameras.
Guy fucking
Like
went deep into his
Bro,
fucking pants, dude.
deep.
He went deep.
Bro.
It wasn't
My
like
boy-
like a little nose flick, like a flick and a
Yo.
look.
Yo,
Doug, you
he
dug
plucked
for
a
gold.
dinkle. Yo, he plucked a dinkleberry and ate it, bro. Oh my god!
took a big
There's
whiff.
fucking 70,000 people in the stadium, bro.
I was at the gym the
4K
other.
cameras, bro.
I was at the gym the other-
$10,000 cameras up your ass.
Fuck.
I was at the gym the other day, and there's a man just digging for gold, just digging, like real, like shoving his finger up there. It was crazy.
Oh
but the
my
thing is-
lord!
But at the same time, I also was just like, I kind of respected it. I was like, wow, you don't give a shit. Like,
You don't give a
I wanted to
shit.
salute him. I'd be like, dang, I hope I have that confidence one day.
He gave him a high five, yo. He gave him a
Just-
high five and sniffed his finger.
Yeah. I am trying to find this comment, Fahadino.
I was trying to look for it too. I can't find it.
I want to know. I want to know who are these mystery names.
I know he says Albertini, which I agree.
Albertini's great, yeah, but like he doesn't want the job.
Yo, bring in Cafu. What happened to Kaká, man? Wasn't Kaká studying?
I wouldn't mind
Kaká,
Kaká.
bro.
I wouldn't mind
He was
Kaká.
studying.
I
and
think
shit.
I don't think any player wants to take the job because they know what they're coming in for.
Oh, they
I
all
think-
are pissed about the Maldini firing.
Yeah,
too, by
I
the
think
way.
no, but also it's like
They
you're
don't
just
fuck with Redbird,
You're just a
yeah.
meat shield. That's what you are. You're just a meat shield for when we fuck up, right? Like when we fuck up, we're going to dump it on you. To dump it on
Not
you.
only are we gonna dump it on you, we're gonna do it in the most disgusting way possible. Like we literally are gonna make you out to be a devil. We're gonna go to every single major media station and we're gonna run negative shit about you. We're gonna pay people to talk shit about you. We're gonna scapegoat you
They're
so
really
hard.
Shiesty, dog.
They're disgusting, bro. They're
I mean,
nasty. Bro, you're coming here with a gun to your head and a fucking pike up your ass already. And Redbird's not there to help you either.
I think it's crazy, dude. I think
Who
it's
would
an
come
act-
work in this environment, bro? That's the only thing I respect Ragnick for. If he's even willing to come here, this
That's
guy's got some balls.
That's
bro.
literally the only positive that I got.
You
Like,
must
I'm-
have some balls to want to
Like,
come here,
that's
knowing
what
that
I'm saying.
Redbird's going to be disgusting.
No, but I think that's probably what the negotiations are probably over. It's like, okay, what kind of deal are you giving me? He's probably going to ask for more than a 2-year, because like think about it. Allegri negotiated a 2-year deal, and it's with an option for a third. So he would get an automatic extension if he got Champions League, and he would get like an extra, like his salary would go from 5 million to 6 million, right? So that was the security that he wanted. The thing is, us getting rid of him, like it doesn't. We have no pain now because he just has 1 year of salary left. He doesn't get that extension because he didn't get Champions League. Last winter, we offered Maurizio Sarri 6-month salary with an option for an extra year. Like that's an insulting amount. It's insulting because what coach is going to have any authority if you're there?
Yeah.
So the thing is, I'm sure that what their lawyers are probably sorry, I have a legal background, as like their lawyers are probably negotiating what are the terms you're going to give me, what are the penalties, like they are probably creating penalties, they are creating guarantees, and that means that Ranić is because Ranić, by the way, people talk. You think that Ranić can't call up Maldini and be like, hey, what do you think? Da 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 da. You think? By the way, again, I am not connected in the football world. I'm in the finance world. That's what I do professionally. Okay, legal, like law and finance. That's what I do. I'm an asshole and piece of shit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I've heard about what Ibrahimovic is doing through other people. That's the crazy thing. So it's like, that's my only inside information. People who have dealt with Ibrahimovic told me that he's an idiot. Like a moron was the quote. Like, quote, several people calling him a moron.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
I mean, but the thing is, it saddens me because I love Ibrahimovic. Probably one of my favorite players.
Yeah, players
So-
don't have to be smart. That's the thing. Players can be dumb as fuck
Right.
as long as they're good athletes. We love them. We idolize them.
You know
So
who'd be
he's
great?
trying to be something that he's not. That's the problem. He's trying to be someone that he's not.
I think Albertini would be a great name. Sadorf would be a great name. Kaká would be a great
Sadorf, I
name.
would love. Sadorf,
But
I would love. That's
Sadorf,
super.
dude,
Sadorf's
Sadorf
super
is,
intelligent.
dude.
I
Listening
didn't
to
like what
Sadorf
he
talk,
did when he was with us.
Yeah, I
When he
don't
was
even
our
think his
coach,
coaching stint with us was that bad.
but the
yeah, it
thing
was
People
pretty
is,
good.
say.
like,
No problem.
the way I look at it is like, but I don't think any of them want to take it because
Nah, no way.
they all know that when things go bad because of them, not because, like, listen, I know that all of these guys, they'd all be like, if I fucked up, they would raise their hand, they'd say, I fucked up, and they'd walk away. We know that. Like Gattuso, when he got fired, he didn't take any severance. He just made sure that his staff got severance. Like, think about that. I
But
like,
that's the thing is you attract what you put out into the world. Redbird's not going to attract self-sacrificing people who put the club above themselves anymore
That's a
because
good
they
point
don't
too.
give that energy off at all.
but they don't even seem to like. There's a way to do. Like, listen, man. In any field, there is always going to be people. Like, it's a small industry. The law, small industry. People talk. If you treat like people like shit, and they go someplace else, they're gonna hear about. They're not gonna work for you. You're gonna have to like. The money has to be crazy, and Albertini, Seedorf, Maldini, none of these guys, Kaká, do you think these guys don't need the money? They don't need it. They can just smile on stage and get money from Adidas or whoever they're sponsored by and go on a commercial or two and sell some retro shit because everyone loves that. Like, they're fine. So, bro, that's why I like if Ranić takes the job. I, the only positive look at it is that he must have gotten some assurances, and if they mess up, he does not give a shit. He'll just that's what he did on his way out at Man United. He just blasted the whole. That's why Man United fans don't care that the team wasn't good when he was the manager because he successfully identified all the problems. That's what everyone says. All my Man United friends, that's what they say. And no, Fahadinho, by
He
the
did
way, I
what?
did not find your comments. We were looking for it actively, by the way. Actively looking for it.
That's the thing is Radnick. He might have a good footballing brain and be he's a very systematic thinker and all of these things, and it could benefit Milan. But I feel like Redbird's not going to let it benefit Milan. They are such a thorn in the side of progress. I don't even know if like they're going to let him do anything that
This
he wants
can't
to
be
do.
real, guys.
I
But
think they
listen,
just need to. I think they just need to because if they're not, they need to make money. I mean, that's it. Like at this point, they
They're
need.
losing money now, bro. I mean, they're
but
making
listen,
money, but like nowhere near what they could be making.
you really think Cardinal is going to give all that power to Ragnick? I
I
don't
don't think
think
it's
so.
about power. I think it's about preserving his.
Well,
Listen,
Forlani's not there anymore.
He's not making. Listen, Redbird are not going to be making money from each year's revenues. They don't give a shit about that. They care about what they're going to be able to sell Milan after they build the stadium or like in years from now. How they make their money. So the thing is, what they're doing right now is they are digging a hole that they're going to have to eventually dig out of. Because they are when the stadium gets built, the value of the club will grow regardless of what they do. Simply for the fact of real estate. Real estate is one of the big reasons why you buy sports teams. Like when you talk, like for instance, why did Qatar buy PSG? To launder the reputation. Why did Abu Dhabi buy Manchester City? To launder the reputation, right? So then that means they can incur costs that like their costs are not about, oh, how much is this brand worth? It's about, do people start looking at our country nicer?
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But the thing is, the reason why someplace like Elliott or Redbird or Blueco, why they would want to buy a sports team
It's
is
for profit
because they want to
profit
make
margins.
profit. But they're not going to make profit. Now, see, this is what Elliott understood that I think Redbird isn't getting. Elliott's like, yo, we're going to put in hundreds of millions of euros, because they did, to make sure that we could still spend money, right? Even though that we were utterly destitute because of what the Chinese did and Mirabelli and Fassone. So it's like the thing is like they put in money so that the team could do well, right? Even if I don't think Elliott's perfect, that they're much better. Like they're much smarter. Like think about who
Yeah,
they selected.
they
They
did way
select
more research for just
They did
show
much more research. Like
why
they
they're a
they brought
smarter
in
company.
Leonardo Boban and Maldini, and then they brought in Gazidis, who was the CEO of Arsenal and had worked in the MLS,
Yeah,
building the MLS up before. Like he is a seasoned professional,
those
right?
were all great choices, all of them.
Great choices, right?
Yeah.
What are we doing with with Redbird. Think about that. Fine. Let's say they had a disagreement with Maldini. They fire him. Who did they put in? They brought in
Fulani.
Moncada, a scout, a scout, and they made him in control of everything. And then when it came to CEO, did they bring an experienced CEO? Because that would be important. It's a big team. You want to have somebody who has experience. No, Furlani has no. He doesn't have MLS experience. He doesn't have Toulouse experience. He doesn't have second division experience. He doesn't have Sunday League. I have Sunday League experience, right? Right.
Yeah.
So put me in.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that, like, the CEO, as a finance guy, Furlani's probably brilliant. But we're talking about as the CEO of a team, these guys are learning on the fucking job. And
Yeah. And listen, but this is another thing that Jerry said in his seminar. He didn't want football people working in the club, in
yeah,
the
because he has this
managerial roles.
fucking, he has this. That's because, all right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna betray like my financial leanings, bro. These .com people, all right, and people who think that AI is gonna take over for things, it's fucking not. They're all losing
Yeah.
money, right?
Yeah.
It's this idea of like, no, we're gonna revolutionize and we're gonna do all this and
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
lose money in finance. I want you to, like, for people to know, like, people lose money. Like, I'm looking at my screen right now, looking at people lose money, you know? So, you know, it's the people who do the research and understand the market that do the best. And it's the same thing in real estate, which is what my family does. Like, it's like people buy at the top of the market, like when the interest rates are high, and then they're underwater when the crash happens, when an economic crash happens, and then guess who takes over? People like my mom, who's a vicious. By the way, she's a lovely woman. I just want that to be clear. I love my mom, but you stack up your cash when things are going well, and then when things go bad, that's when you buy distressed assets. And that's what Elliot did with Milan. Like, that's the best part. Like, they took advantage of a distressed asset and spun it around. Redbird is like, they have to make their money when they sell the club. And quite frankly, they are limiting the growth of the club by what they're doing. So for me, I don't trust them, but I know that they have to. They listen. He owes money to people. Like, the fund has to pay out to people, right? So,
Yeah.
and he needs, like, if his returns is what's like the reason why people give money to Elliot is because they consistently get returns for people. They turned around fucking Barnes and Noble, dude. Barnes and fucking
They
Noble.
did what?
They turned around Barnes and Noble, which is this fucking shitty bookstore. Yeah,
Elliot did.
Elliot did. Yeah.
No, yeah, Elliot is a huge company, man.
Yeah.
They
And
they
so
all didn't they have Argentina's Navy for a little bit
they
for a
got
while?
us. They impounded a sub, like a military sub. Like, it's crazy, right? So it's like
Different levels.
no, but it's just like, it's about preparedness. Like, are you, like, you have, if you're gonna take on, right, like, debt from a country, if you're gonna buy debt from, you have to do your homework. And so the
Yeah.
thing is, like, and if you look at, like, who Redbird put in to put the stadium, they actually put in studs. That's the thing. Like, they put in people that actually know how stadiums go. They know how to navigate things. Like, maybe they did, like, maybe not enough Italian know-how for the bureaucracy, but whatever, they forced it through. And you could argue, okay, did they compromise by, instead of going to San Donato, did they go to San Siro? Or maybe San Siro was their fourth choice? I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. But the idea is, like, if you look at the executives that they put in charge of the stadium, right, which is really important, and you compare to who they put in, like, they used experience in the stadium. When it came to the other side,
Yeah, the sporting side.
the sporting side,
They're just which
you-
which they should do the research. Elliot did the research. They
Yes.
don't want to do the research. I don't know.
Listen, man. There's, whenever you buy, like, a big asset like that, you have, like, a team, and then you have a bunch of kids, like, either they're new graduates, interns, and you find, or you have people who contracted out, and you find out, okay, I'm buying, like, a company that makes lamps, for example, or some shit, whatever. Okay, they produce lotion, pick an industry, right? And then I find out, okay, who knows this shit better than anybody else? And those are the people you're trying to find out. What is the market for running shoes, or for TVs, or for whatever the fuck? And you find out, where does this product that I'm buying, where are they situated? What am I doing? And, like, it seems like they just didn't do their
They didn't do
homework.
any of it. They didn't do
It's
any of it.
Yep.
crazy though. Like, they didn't. And
Didn't know who Maldini was.
They didn't know that Milan was a fucking 7 times Champions League winner.
I mean, even if that's just something that he says, the idea is they don't even know how to do the PR for it. And I mean,
Yeah,
if you
they
want to
don't
be a
even.
real asshole, you'd be like, well, look at his XFL. Like he tried to like be on the XFL and he was like on the microphone with like The Rock and shit. And what did you do? That shit crashed and burned. So it's like maybe. And when it comes to shit where he's a background guy, looks like Redbird kicks ass. But when it comes to him actually being front and center, he kind of sucks at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anto, what's up? Wow, the
Anto's
silence.
trying to get an internship from ZZ, bro. I'm pretty sure he's
I
studying
thought
the
you got
same
a
shit.
job. I thought you already has a job, dude.
Where's he working at?
I don't know, some bank.
Bank, huh?
Look at him. He
Which
got his
bank?
he got summa cum laude, and now he's got a job. Antonio is going to be the president of the
He's got
USA.
muscles. He's got a
He's
bad
got
bitch.
muscles.
Bad
Yeah,
bitch. This
that's
girl's
right.
bad. Good stuff, Anto.
The next president of the USA, and he can't work a microphone though.
Yeah, that's true. And he's never on time for anything.
Yeah, and he tells you, "Let's start a live," and then he doesn't show up.
Yep, he's flaky.
He's
He's
the
a flake.
flakiest flake in the world.
Flaky. He's gonna set up meetings with world leaders and fucking ghost them.
That's a power move. That's what that is.
That is a power move. He's gonna leave G on red, yeah.
Anto, what's going on, bruv? Look at him. Can't figure
Look at
this
this
shit out.
fucking guy. This guy goes to an Ivy League school, graduates summa cum laude. He doesn't know how to unmute himself. You fucking idiot.
Dude, Anto, you make sure your bank isn't watching this, bruv. You're going to get demoted.
For real. What the hell, man? He's trying to put Guido on here. That's what it is. He's not actually trying to participate.
Guido, my lord.
I just want to know who
Yildiz.
Fahadinho wanted.
Fadinho,
told her-
tell
I-
us of the
it's-
names. Tell him again. Say it again.
He said he
Is it-
gave us
if it's-
all the information on Ragnick and then one bonus like name alternative.
That's what I'm saying. If it's Albertini, then yo, I'm with you. But I don't think Albertini wants the job. But I want to know who But I don't think Albertini's really a sporting director guy. He's more of like a technical director. Like that's what he is. You know.
Yeah. Him and Maldini would make a great duo.
Yeah, but I mean, you need you need a sporting director too, you know. And I mean, if I wanted to go all Italian, I would get, I guess, like either like if you could bring in anybody. I guess if we had like a new ownership. Oh, if you had new ownership, then you bring in Maldini without thinking, and then I'd go after Sartori at Bologna. I would throw money at him. That's what I would do.
What would be your team?
Maldini as my technical director, Sartori as my sporting director, and then I'd go after Farioli from Porto as my coach. That's what I would do.
Wow.
Buddy, bro, he's
Bro,
gutted.
I'm not opposed to Paratici in his criminal ways.
The capital
Paratici,
games.
I think he just rode Marotta's coattails, man. Let's see what he does at Fiorentina.
Hey guys, by the way,
Anton.
Iraola. Hey, what's up, guys? Iraola is to Liverpool is done. So
No way.
And
Yeah.
people will say he was a top link because he went to Liverpool and forget that Liverpool is also owned by fucking idiot Americans and we're shit. So I have no hope or faith in that appointment. Only because of game theory. Game theory tells me that American-owned football clubs are destined to fail. Anto,
Who's
what bank are you working at?
Barclays.
Nice.
Whose model in this game theory is more efficient, Redbird or?
My model. So far, I've gotten more right than Redbird, I'd say. I've gotten some wrong, but not as many as them.
I just want to say, I was listening to you guys. I was like the person. I don't know if I've met him, but who was just talking about Elliot versus Redbird. I 100% agree. And that's the shocking thing is like Elliot. Yes, they were profit driven, but they put people in charge and gave them limited money. But they said, you know what, like you guys can figure it out. And we won a Scudetto with that strategy. These guys, they don't know what they're doing. Like, what are they actually doing? They're wasting so much money. I don't understand what they're doing.
They're
It's crazy.
trying
Even
they're
go-
trying to reinvent. They're trying to reinvent everything. You know.
Yeah.
There was a deal I was involved with just like last month where someone's trying to basically whatever. Let's just make like a Venmo for an underserved market. I won't say which one, right? And so the guy's like trying to talk about how revolutionary this has been, and he's like talking to the investors, and I just like, hey, he's making Venmo for this underserved country. Let's say Vietnam, right? Though that's not Vietnam. Vietnam is very developed. But I was just like, yeah, he's gonna go to Egypt and he's gonna make a Ven, even though they have multiple. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's all you
Yeah.
gotta say. Like they're trying to like, oh no, we're so smart, dude. Listen, we understand the way to really be efficient. No, you got your shit pushed in for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And listen, and that's another difference between Elliot and Redbird, because Elliot did have a plan, which was not eventually was going to go to Ragnick, right?
But do you know
But-
the other thing is? Oak Tree doesn't have a plan. Do you know what their plan is? We took over Inter because the previous owner is a goddamn moron. And guess what? These guys that they had, they're winning. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna keep them around and don't fuck up shit and spend less money, Murata. That's
And
what
that's-
I want you to do. And they walked
Yeah.
away.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's what Elliot did. Elliot's with Gazidis there. They said, "Well, look, whatever Maldini and these guys is doing is working, so let's not change anything."
Guys,
Let's keep him.
Another difference that I brought up on like the last live that I find really annoying is, and this from when Jerry bought the club and he was around the Scudetto celebrations and he went to Casa Milan and they posted a video on the YouTube channel about him like with the club. He's put his face on this club and he goes on these podcasts and he talks about Milan and he like represents like the club. And he's very like out, like, it's an ego thing with him, like, the Harvard dude and all that. So he puts his face on it. And then whereas Elliot, they were just like this. I mean, we know who they are, but they were like this pretty quiet board who would just kind of, at least they didn't give us like hope. But he came in here and he was like, oh, we're going to be winners. Well, not in reality, because then he said the real reason.
Their
but
name is not even
he's
Elliot.
a fake. He's
Elliot
a fake.
is the name of a company. Their names is Gordon and Paul Singer. We don't
Right.
even call them by names.
But they also
Yeah.
didn't seek attention. That's the other thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
because-
That's what I was
because-
going for. Yeah.
Because they're not
Yeah.
seeking attention.
So for him, it's like he wants to reinvent and try to make himself like seem like a genius, and not. And it's just really hurting us because he's doing all these things. He got rid of Maldini quickly, got rid of everyone quickly. Now it's like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Ibrahimovic, and I'm gonna be like, he's gonna be my little like genie in a bottle, and I'm gonna rub his head, and hopefully we play better. Like I don't know what the heck's going on.
I mean, I think Redbird's strategy and Jerry's strategy is he wants to be the main guy, and he's selling himself as, hey, I'm a Goldman Sachs guy. I grew money for so many people. I can grow money for you. Put money. And I mean, to be honest, he again, I'm not like my frustration with Jerry is mostly the idea that like you can do this. Your ego's getting in the way of you doing this because you took like if Jerry was messing up when he like let's say he took over when Elliot took over, then I'd be like, okay, he's finding like whatever. We don't like there's a lot of mess. But like Maldini had his first year was not great, and then it was second the next year, then a Scudetto the third, and then Champions League semifinal the fourth, and then they fired him.
Hold on.
Yeah,
yeah. But wait. Maldini's first year was not great. Why?
I'm saying in comparison, I'm talking about like it's not top four. What I'm saying is that like if I want to be mean, I'm being pretty mean. 6th place, right? His first year. Okay. 2nd place his second year.
Wait, guys, question. Maldini's first year, that was the COVID year, no?
Yeah, COVID happened halfway through.
But so like
that year, his goal was to make Europa League. It wasn't to make Champions League.
Yeah, well, because after the beginning of the season with Gianpaolo, we got Pioli, and then we went on an undefeated run for the rest of the season.
That team was insane.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like let's say I'm just trying to be let's say top 4 was the goal that first year. It wasn't, but let's say it was. I'm just saying if you're talking about what Maldini took. By the way, Leonardo did a bad job. If you look at his like Samuel Castillejo, Higuain, like he had terrible transfers. My point is though, if you look at what Maldini took over, him and Boban, they took over a mess. First year 6th, second year 2nd, third year 1st. 4th year 4th with a Champions League semifinal. That is great progression. It's great. It's not like it's incredible, right? Especially as you're cutting
outstanding.
Costs. It's beyond outstanding. You're cutting costs, okay? You're cutting your squad costs down considerably, and you're increasing performance dramatically. It's very impressive. So But that's not what Redbird took over. Redbird took over a team that won. That was one of the best young teams in Europe. And what did you do? You run it into the ground.
And then
Yeah.
they run into the ground, whatever they ran into the ground. It's a continuous cycle. It's running into the ground even more. By the way, Guido's in the house.
Oh my god.
Wait, Bafangul. Hey, Guido, what's up?
State dicendo? What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Man, Mia's going to win everything.
Oh, I heard the story about the coach. That guy's good. Gosler, what's his name? Gosler?
Guzzler?
He's good, man. You know that guy almost died when he was a player. He almost died. He
Okay,
had to
so
quit the soccer player career.
I did not know that. Today's Milan Glazers meeting, which took place today, described as introductory and with good report. Further summits will follow in the
I really
summits.
hope we get that guy. He's good.
All right, let us learn about him too. Go ahead. What? Keep reading.
Well,
Andrew.
it only says further summits will follow in the coming days, both with ex-Crystal Palace manager and with other candidates.
I don't know
listen,
much about this Glasner guy.
Glasner, all I know is that he is a very defensive coach, so it doesn't really fit the mold of what they were looking for, right? An offensive
What are you talking
Fabregas.
about? He's very defensive, but he don't play backward. He play the defense up.
Well, from his stats in the Premier League, he is the second team with the least amount of possession. So he's a very
Oh my lord!
he's
He's very direct. He just wants to-
That's all Ragnick. They want it. He's a Ragnick guy. He
They have
grew
the
up with
second
that
least
guy.
ball possession in the entire league.
And I like that. They play
Oh my
vertical. I
God.
don't want to see the bullshit to the Guardiola game. I don't
okay,
want to see that boring shit.
hold on, but that means that they're going
I'm
to be
sorry,
up.
man.
They're going to be dominated the whole time.
He won
Like-
3 cups with Crystal
And you know
Palace
what's
in
hilarious?
England.
You know what's hilarious? He needed Mateta to play that type of football, and Redbird's gonna turn around and say, "Yeah, you have Mpupu. Sorry, we spent too much money on him. You're gonna have to use him."
And plus,
And he's completely opposite type of player.
Guys, this guy got balls because when in January they sold the best defender to Man City, he said in public, and guess what? He quit the team. Because why he had to quit the team?
He finished 16th, guys.
Oh
in the
my
fucking
lord!
EPL.
Yeah, but
Like,
Crystal Palace, look at Manchester United. All those teams
You know
what
what?
they did the last
Whoa,
They
Roy,
they
listen.
They know Milan fans are such fucking dick suck glazers that they just get Glasner so they can glaze Glasner's fucking glizzy globinator.
Guys, to his credit though,
like
listen.
the new age Dr. Seuss right there.
Yes,
I don't know how
many
good he is.
Italian
I don't know
players?
how
I
good he
don't
is
care
in the
about the
league.
coach.
Guys, wait 1 second. I don't know how good he is in the league, to be fair. But to his credit, he won the Europa League with Frankfurt. He won the Conference League this year with Crystal Palace. He won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace, and he won the Community Shield, which is like the Super Cup with
That's not
Crystal
bad.
Palace. Yeah, I
mean,
mean, we're talking about
FA Cup
Crystal.
is hard
That's the
to win.
first. That's the first. Like these are like all like first times for these clubs. You know what I mean?
I mean,
So.
it's not bad. That's not bad. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that he's not
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. Sure,
an
sure.
offensive coach according to what they said they wanted. According to what I know, he's a defensive coach, not an offensive coach. But he finished 16th in the EPL. 16th? You finish one down lower, you're relegated.
Yeah, man. What about
Selling their
Tottenham with
players.
all the money
If
they
you wanna be
spent?
fair, they sold all like Eze and who's the other guy?
They sold the
Elise.
best defense that play
Eze and
Man City.
Elise. I mean, he had Eze and Elise. They kept selling players. I mean, that's why he got pissed and he talked a lot of
That's
trash
why he
on his way
quit.
out.
That's why it's not there no more.
I don't like Glasner.
Well,
by the way. I don't want him.
So imagine how he's going to act once he finds out how Redbird operates.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're hiring. That's what. That's the thing. Like the only positive if they get these German guys is that like they'll just throw their toys and like walk out. I mean that's the like that it shows you that they're in deep shit, dude. There's really no way around it. They're in deep shit.
And also, but the bigger question right now is who is staying and who is leaving in the club? Because if you are talking to these managers, you can't really even tell them like anything about the players because they all want to leave. Like, what's going on right now? Like,
Yeah, listen,
that's-
a coach like that, I watch lots of video talking about him. A coach like that is gonna make even Stupiniano be good. Watch.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
telling
I
you.
don't
dude.
know.
Stupinian is garbage.
Come on.
That guy's
He's
trash.
he,
Listen, who
yeah,
did
he
you
played with
hold
Ecuador.
on?
Good look.
Which videos did you watch? Which videos? Who?
I
Who?
forgot the name of the guy. It's a new guy that he talk about. He analyze every people, every
Is he an
coach,
Italian?
and then
Is he
and
an
then he
Italian?
make a video. He got information about his life. That's how I found out.
Is he
I don't know
Italian?
this name because
Was
he's
he
not
on
famous.
Was he on Longori not too long ago?
No. See, Longoni doesn't know shit. Longoni,
No.
I'm tired. I got this. Longoni make 300 videos a day. He said,
No,
breaking
listen
news,
to me.
breaking news.
Ascoltami. Was he
He's
on
fucked
Longo? Was he on Longori's show a few days ago?
No. He says his own channel. I
What's his
forgot. I'm starting watching different one now.
I
There's
don't
the-
trust Italians. I don't trust Italians because Italians fucking glaze foreigners like they're gods.
I think if we have Glasner, that means that the offense will be structured around Nkunku and Pulisic.
Yeah, Cook, I want to keep. He's fucking good. You kidding me?
It's trash.
To compare, Cook has been injured. He scored 60 goals in 90 games. I want to see who does. Nobody
Then
did.
he got injured
What?
at Chelsea, and he's not been the same.
Yeah, he
since.
got injured, and Chelsea got 45, 50 players, which the Italian coach said, I don't want all these players. You got to get rid of it. So I
Leao.
like you come back.
I'd rather keep Leao than and play with real
Listen,
wingers.
Cook,
than
when he
Nkunku.
got the ball, almost never lost the ball.
What?
You never give the ball to the offense.
Smettila, bro. Kuku was
There are so many
average at
goals we
best.
conceded
Come on.
because of Nkunku giving the ball away. I don't know.
He was
I
at, look.
disagree.
Are you
I
kidding me?
agree that when he was at
When we
Germany,
start
he-
losing, Kunku wasn't playing, if you remember. When we start losing the games, Kunku wasn't playing. Was playing
Oh,
5 minutes at the end of the
Kuku
game.
played against Cagliari. Where was he?
Yeah, and what did Nkunku
Yeah,
do
where were,
against the
all the
mighty?
other, where were all the other players?
We
Where were
started.
the
We
other
started
players?
Santi. We started Santi Jimenez, who hasn't scored a single goal in Serie A, and we had Nkunku, who played.
You know what? If we
okay.
get slot, Santiman is going to be the starter player because he scored a goal with slot.
Oh, speaking of something that we were speaking about earlier, and strikers. I mean, look at the money that these guys spent on strikers, and look at Maldini. He spent 1 million on Giroud, and Giroud was like, he helped. He did great with Milan, and he's
Yeah, I
funny part
always
is-
told you guys. I always told you everybody. You want to the skeleton of the team got to be experienced center D, experienced midfielder, and experienced number 9. Then you can put even the youth team around. You need those 3 players. They create a line, and then all around you put whatever you want. That's the way it works.
experienced, but also good. Not
Who's
just
the best
experienced.
offenders later the last 10 years? Benzema, 55 years old. Lewandowski, 50 years old. The other guy, 85. Even Modric is not an offender. He's the best player in the world at 41. Doesn't matter. You got to have other people running, you know.
I think what's I like you. a lot,
Defense,
Guido.
you need experience. You need the one with experience.
Hey,
That's
hey,
it.
let me
You do
read
need
this.
you
Let
need
me
some experience. You're right.
let me respond to
I'll
Roy
call
says he
Nesta
doesn't.
back. Pull Nesta back.
No, Nesta, no. Nesta, the player. Roy says he doesn't trust Italians. Is this for No, I don't trust Italian like YouTubers because they glaze like mother. The Milan
No.
ones.
Why?
The
This
Milan
guy-
glaze,
this
bruh.
coach-
Especially
there
the
is-
young ones. They have this reverence for anybody that is not Italian. They talk down on Italians and Italian football, but if you're not Italian, they'll fucking glaze you like a motherfucker. So I don't trust what they say. I really don't trust what they say. It's everybody is.
What are you talking
We're
about?
all
This guy's
human.
talking
We're all
bad about
human.
the coach.
Nobody's more superior than other people. Okay, this idea that everybody else is superior than Italians is just bullshit. You have good Italians, you
That's
have bad
bullshit.
Italians, good foreigners, but bad foreigners. It's Italy has a disease. It is the disease of complex.
Okay, so why you
inferiority
guys say
complex.
that the foreign coach is not good? I'm in favor. Who said that? You guys say that the Italian foreign coach is not good.
Well,
the players
which
are all
foreign
foreign.
coaches?
You need somebody foreign that speak English. How many Italian coaches speak English?
Well, it's not that I say foreign coaches aren't good. It's the history says foreign coaches have not had success in Italy.
And Christian Kivo just won.
Yeah, what do
Serie
you
A.
want to Conte? You want to Conte again, right? That
But
piece of
Kivu is
shit,
not a
cannot-
for. I wouldn't.
I
don't
want.
consider.
I want
Conte.
Ferioli. That's who I want. If you want me, I pick
Kivio
Ferioli.
speaks Italian perfectly.
I'll
But
take
Kivu is
Ferioli.
not a foreign coach. He's not a foreign coach. He's a
speaks
foreigner.
Italian.
He's a Romanian national, but he got his license at Coverciano. He did all his things at Inter.
He's been in Italy all his life as a player.
I just
But if
think
Yeah, who's Farioli? Farioli is
Farioli
he? What
is
is
the
he?
coach of
Argentinian?
Porto.
Yeah,
he's
Farioli,
Italian.
Farioli, but yeah, I
Italian.
like
He's
it.
De
He's
Zerbi's
Italian.
boy. He just won the league with Porto. Like he did a pretty
Oh,
good
yeah,
job
yeah,
with
yeah,
Ajax.
yeah,
He
yeah.
looks like, honestly, if it was up to me, I'd go for Farioli. Like right now, like Farioli looks like
But he's
the
not
next-
coming. Who the heck want to come in Milan? He's coaching Porto with
Who's
Champions
this?
League. He won the
Next
league.
coach?
What do you want to come in Milan?
Okay, well then, I mean, look, it's is the question who will Redbird
Yes.
allow us to get, or who would I want? If Redbird, who knows? Redbird is a stupid company that is losing money, or not losing money, but they're making Milan bad.
Guys, okay, let me ask you, both of you, what's wrong with Conte? Like, if you want to get shit done, Conte's your guy. Why not Conte?
Oh my gosh, here we go again.
I don't like Conte. I don't like Allegri either, by the way. So I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
that
what
piece
is-
of shit. Do you see the conference with the De Laurentiis?
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
was
De
great.
Laurentiis, how like he behaved. De Laurentiis, he made even De Laurentiis quiet. De Laurentiis usually is a piece of. He made even
No,
the guy quiet.
He showed great
PF, he was
personality.
saying that people work against him. All this PF, the Napoli journalist. Who the heck like that guy? He's a piece of shit. Who the
You're
heck
talking
wanna
about
deal with
Conte or
that
De
guy?
Laurentiis? I'm confused. Are you talking about Conte or De Laurentiis?
Conte, he never did even quarterfinal in Europe. Milan is famous for Europe, not for Italian league.
But okay,
So
Europe,
fuck
we're
that.
famous. Okay, Europe. You're thinking about Europe with Cardinale, Europe. Okay, aside that, but I thought Conte was actually really good in that interview.
Mr.
He-
Cardinale is stupid because he put Ibrahimovic with them. Because I don't think he want to lose. Who the heck? Listen, he's going to lose everything. Because if you don't win anything, if you don't participate, look how much money he lost this year. Yeah, you can sell. After you sell Magnan, Leao, Pulisic, what are you going to sell anymore? Then next year, what are you going to sell? So
Chukwueze.
he got to do something. I don't think he don't want to win. He's dumb. He don't know how to win.
he doesn't know how to
That's
win.
the problem.
But listen.
Look at the money we spend for this
What
stupid players.
did
40 million.
Conte do with Napoli when Napoli didn't have Europe? What did Conte do?
he won the league. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he won the
Okay.
league because Inter did the shit. For 1 point, they won the league.
I mean, it's not that. To me, I don't. Is the question? Is it Conte with Redbird, or are we just talking about like
Yeah,
ZZ?
Conte with Redbird. Conte with Redbird.
I don't think they're not gonna take him. That's the thing. Like, I don't think he's not even an option.
No, but I'm
could've-
saying,
I
I'm
don't-
saying,
sorry.
if I
You're
am
not gonna build
Redbird,
anything with Conte. You may
but you're
win
not
one
going to
year,
build
then you
anything
don't.
with anybody. You're not going to build
Then
anything
you
with
start
anybody.
again. Then you start again. Then you start again. The
But
guy don't
that's
make more
what
than
they
2
have
years.
been. Guido,
I
that's
think
what they have
Allegri-
been doing so far.
I think Allegri made them. They didn't want Conte last year when they could have got, or 2 years ago when they could have gotten him.
I thought they were trying, but Conte.
No, I think they apparently they didn't want him. I think they probably insulted him. They thought they knew better. That's why they got Fonseca instead of Conte. And then they're like, okay, we're gonna get Allegri because we messed up with Conte. So I mean, do they go after Conte now? I don't know. It doesn't look like
If-
it doesn't look
if-
like they're going after him. So while he might be a better option than a
No,
safer
okay,
option,
I know that. I get that.
yeah. I
I'm
just
I'm saying if I'm Jerry, I'm going for Conte because I know that Conte, I am going to finish in top 4, even with a shitty squad.
maybe.
With anybody else, I don't think so.
I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I look at them as the most like they're so incompetent. I just hope that they accidentally get things right. That's where I'm at right now. I just hope they accidentally make the right choice.
Me too. Me too. I agree with that theory.
Like
I agree with that.
if Conte's the best, well, I hope so. Like if he comes in, great. I don't like
You
Conte.
never know. Accidentally, we can do things.
But
right.
if they like for instance, if they get Pochettino and then Pochettino suddenly is like amazing with us, or he does like remember when he was at Spurs and they were very good, but they didn't win it, but like good, and hopefully we win. But like okay, if Pochettino comes, I'm gonna hope he accidentally does a great job. Like that's where I'm at. Like I have no hope. I have nothing to criticize. I like nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're just trash. Everything they've done is trash.
Well,
Pochettino
Roy-
very
Roy is
possible
hoping-
because,
I was gonna say Roy's hoping that we're not gonna do well.
I hope we get relegated.
Pochettino is a possibility because through Ibrahimovic, that he likes the guy Planes, what's his name? He's connected with the slot Pochettino.
Yeah, but Ibra is hiring all people that work with the agencies. He wants all his buddies.
But do you see United States the other night? They were playing good, man.
I don't think no matter how bad things get with Redbird, I don't think they sell until the stadium is built at the minimum.
Or what if someone offers them?
No one's going to offer. No, they're not going to take any offers until the stadium is built.
What if someone offers them like profit margins that they'd be satisfied with?
No one would though, because the whole point of, right now the big thing that's going to increase the value of the club is the stadium. So until that's built, no one's going to take over. That's such a mess to take over.
This is what he said. This is what Jerry said.
Hey
Jerry
guys,
said
I got a big news about the protest. I have a good
okay.
news. You guys
let me just finish this and then go ahead, Guido. Jerry said that.
Protest.
Yeah, Jerry said he was going to take over Milan, 10-year project, long-term project, build the stadium and sell. It is what he said. So, Guido, what were you about to say? Yeah, go ahead.
There is a big, I heard the how do you call it? The Association of the Fans, Milan fans in Italy and New York in the United States. Yeah. They want to collect money to put how do you call those screen in the Times Square?
Yeah,
they want to buy
advertisements.
They want to buy advertising on a billboard, whatever they call.
Yeah, on Times Square.
And get Cardinale out. They want to. It's between the clubs in the United States and in Italy.
They're gonna need a lot of money, bro.
Say that.
That's like 100,000 for a day, or some stupid.
Yeah, but how many fans do we have?
Go to the Redbird headquarters and put some signs up or something.
Yeah,
if someone offers Redbird 2.5 billion now, he will sell. What do you think? What do you think of this comment?
I mean, the stadium is not. There are too many financial interests right now. Like, if the stadium project collapses? That means that Inter also is screwed over, and the amount of people that will be making real estate projects are what fuel, like Tottenham with their new stadium, Arsenal with their new stadium. Like, real estate development is a big part of why you would want to buy a team if you're not like some sovereign wealth fund, because you also get to develop the land around it, and you get to maximize your money, and so you can buy stuff outside of just the stadium. Like, you can use the government for eminent domain purposes depending on the jurisdiction. Like, it's not about the state. Like, the stadium is a big part of how they're going to cash out. If someone offered them 2.5 right now, that whoever would be stupid, because you'd have to take over the process of building, and that means that you'd also have to take over the people that they employed, which you're probably not going to do. So it's just like no one's going to offer money to Redbird right now until the stadium's complete. It's just not. It's like saying, "Oh, I'm going to buy this house before you build it." You're going to wait till it's built.
Unless you want to do it to save Milan. Unless you're like
Yeah, okay. If I had $2.5 billion, in Redbird, but
I'm here.
I would do that. But
if I don't know, someone that has a net worth of 500 billion, or even 100 billion.
If I had 500 billion, I would buy Milan just for the shits and giggles.
You want 5 billion? I'll give you 5 billion. Don't worry.
Yeah, but
keep the change.
You wouldn't do that, but again, like, you'd be rich people are extremely cheap and pieces of garbage. Anyway, speaking as one of them. So, like, bro, it's just like they're all terrible human beings and we should tax them into oblivion. Anyway, my bad. But like, bro, like, he's not going to exit until the stadium is built. So if set to that backdrop, in my mind, I'm just going to hope and pray like that they again, like Mr. Magoo, he accidentally gets a good coach, and they accidentally get a bunch of players that are great, and we just accidentally win, and then he can fuck off. That's my only hope.
Yeah.
That's
That's the only option there is, honestly.
Oh,
Sorry
do
to
you
be
hear
that
about
negative.
Napoli?
Yeah. What about Napoli?
Roy,
What
do you
about
know
Napoli?
the De Laurentiis refused? There is a they want to make investment all over the city in Napoli, and it's an American. I don't know if it's investment fund. They offer De Laurentiis 2 billion. I mean,
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
sorry, fuck, I needed some.
Drink some
I
water,
choked.
my man. Drink some water.
So yeah, basically two and two 2000 2 billion in USA is billion here in Italy is miliardi. 2 billion and 200 whatever million dollars. I think it's more because if it's in euros, it's more. So they offer De Laurentiis more than 2 billion. He don't want to sell Napoli.
He said no.
For now, he
That's
said no.
that's awesome. Good. I'm glad he said no.
And they want to invest really money. They want to get in really bad, like doing all kind of infrastructure, all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Like we need the Italians need to stop selling out Italy. You know, even it's
Yeah, I know.
they have to kind of get ownership.
Versace and Lamborghini, that's all. This motherfucker.
May I respond to the next comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
The idea that the San Siro project is very risky and it may not happen for different reasons. San Donato is more realistic. The reason why San Donato has problems is that number one, there isn't the infrastructure for public transport that's there, so you need to have the Italian government help out. That's number one. Number two, you also don't have the security infrastructure. You'd have to bring in police from the city of Milan to come in and help you, right? Which they might not, right? You have to do that for every single game. And then, the third element is you have that buy-in, that level of infrastructure is just so much spending, and you'd have to like expand the area to such a degree to support the size of stadium that they would want. So that's the limitation there. Now if the Italian government was like, yeah, we're gonna extend the metro lines to get out to San Donato, we're gonna make sure that but like those are the things that are holding back San Donato. So it's like, is San Donato like an area that they used to leverage, pressure on San Siro, or was San Siro really their first choice, or did they want to build like a Disney World in San Donato? I don't know
Interesting.
that, to be honest. Right? I really
Yeah, but
don't.
if they're gonna do all of that, they're gonna do it. The problem is
Right.
Milan is already San Siro
Right.
is already condemned. The subway is right there.
Exactly.
I mean, I love San Siro,
And
man.
also
I'm
the idea
sorry.
is also San Siro, the area around, like for those who've been there, like it's there's a lot of space to develop around it if you really want to. So um so there's a question of whether San Siro was their first choice or not, whether they wanted to go in with Inter, or whether they wanted to build their own stadium. Like I don't know but the thing is, Jerry did meet with a lot of politicians when he took when he was really shopping this stadium around. So was it all for show? Did he make sure to put pressure on the city of Milan because the mayor
But
Sala?
they don't give a shit in it. It's not like United States. United
Right.
States is all a profit. Over there, they don't give a shit. All the people that live in the area, they already protest. That's why they were not doing that. Now they accept the deal, and now they're investigating because there is something illegal they did. So
I mean, they're not, because
in
Inter's
Italy, it's not
involved.
like United States, man. They don't want to sell shit. They don't want to do nothing. They want to keep everything the way it is.
Right,
So,
but the people who are very powerful and the ones who run the prosecutor's office in Milan, in the city, are mostly Inter fans. So they're not going to really mess around with the stadium. I mean,
but do you understand? In
they
Italy,
need to
it
build a
works
stadium for
with the lots of
Euros.
party.
They
Every
need to
vote
build.
count in Italy. It's lots of people involved. The green, the people for green, the people for this, people for that.
Right, but
It's
the
too many
stadium got
party
voted.
involved.
But the stadium got voted in, so like that's the thing.
Yeah, but
So
now they're investigating why they don't do nothing.
they're not.
They said
Because
they did something illegal. They say some didn't. I don't know. Something I forgot it. I
that's
heard the
because
story. I forgot.
the Italian bureaucracy is very complex, and there are so
Yeah,
many
it's a
different
fucking
levels.
mess. So
It is a
forget it.
mess. But again, these clubs, Inter and Milan, everybody, all these big teams know, in order for us to compete, we have to build a stadium. So they're they're going to build that stadium regardless. Um, I,
The
I
flam.
this I just
Yeah.
again, I just want what's best for Milan. If that's I like, to me, I think that until that stadium is built, Redbird's not going anywhere. They're just not. I hate them, but they're not going anywhere. So for me, I pray that they I pray they accidentally get right. Like they select a manager and he's the worst manager in the world, but everything he does accidentally works, and we get all these new players. We bring back Emerson Royale, and we say Serginho Dest, come and be our new captain, and we I don't know, Santi Jimenez, we're gonna keep you and you're gonna make you captain, and then he scored. Like, I want them all to act like they all accidentally become the greatest players of all time. That'd be great. I just want things to work at this point.
Serginho Agdesh to play good the other night.
Yeah, great. He play. Fuck him though. He was a donkey whenever he played for us. I remember watching him against Chelsea. They passed the ball back to him, and then he put it down with his hand, and he got a card for an intentional handball. Man's dumb. Terrible player.
Guys,
That's
this is
why
what's
I want to see what Ragnick these people can do, because they play pressure. They don't want you lose the ball, you gotta recover in 5-7 seconds. That's their plan. I want
Yeah.
to see.
What do you
At
think
least
of?
I enjoy see people running, not a bunch of ships walking on the field. That's what you watch now.
let me just read a few things here. The new San Siro Stadium project is currently bogged down by bureaucratic delays, heritage preservation battles, and concerns over escalating costs. Despite purchasing the site, obtaining final construction permits and zoning approvals remains an arduous path. Executives, including Inter Milan President Giuseppe Marotta, have voiced their concern that slow Italian bureaucracy could threaten the goal of completing the new stadium before Euro 2032. The decision to demolish the majority of the iconic San Siro has drawn fierce criticism. Heritage regulations safeguard the historic second tier, and local resident groups and conservationists have actively filed legal appeals to stop the demolition.
That's just if you come to the US, if you build any large project, all this stuff happens all the time. I don't look at this as there's
That is
more
true.
compli I don't
That is
think
true.
I don't think it's any large development project in the US or many countries.
Maybe in Italy it's just a little bit harder to get to get that final.
I think I
so-
think I think the reporting on this is to create anxiety and to put pressure. And I mean, but these sort of delays. I mean, dude, there are in certain areas of Florida, in order to put in a new, based on like housing regulations from like a HOA, in order to put a new front door in your house, you have to get approval from your neighborhood to get a new front door. So when you're building a stadium, stuff like that happens all the time. By the way, I hate Redbird. So again,
It
I'm
already
not-
happened before.
So
There's more here. The project carries an estimated price tag of 1.25 billion. The sheer debt burden for both clubs complicates financing, while
It does not.
ultra fan groups remain concerned that the new mixed-use development will limit supporter access in traditional spaces. Because the
They'll get-
building, yeah.
They'll get the funding without a problem. Like a bank will give them money without thinking.
Because the project will be built in the surrounding urban regeneration area, both clubs can continue playing at the current sense. Okay. Well, yeah, this is nothing new, though. This is basically what the issue is always with constructing. Yeah, every country, you need regulations and you need regulations to pass. But I do think that in Italy, things do move slower.
They do. No, there's no doubt that they do. I think, to me, when it comes to the stadium stuff like that, the way
Hello?
that Redbird functions
We can hear
is
it.
just so different. It's so different than the way that they do the sporting stuff. And I think that's actually the weirder thing on Redbird is like, yo, what in the name of, why do you not use the same level of expertise and intelligence that you're dealing with on the sporting side? The sporting side and the stadium side are completely different. And why? Why is that? He needs to demolish and deal with the aftermath before you start building it. No, you don't. You build since you're building the new one. You have to play because the teams have to play somewhere while you're building the new stadium. So where the parking lot is today is where they're going to build the new stadium, and then you make that transition from there.
There's
I'm
a
sorry,
no,
San Siro's not a. It's not. San Siro's not the harder part. It's just not. Sorry, I'm sorry to be a poop face. My bad. I just.
yeah. I mean, they haven't even started. Fucking, jeez, who knows when this project will be done by? They even haven't started.
I believe
They
the
haven't started
projected
anything.
start is. I think the projected start is 2027. So.
Construction is expected to kick off in 2027, with the clubs aiming to open the new stadium well ahead of when Italy co-hosts UEFA Euro 2032.
Yeah.
Mamma mia! So, guys, another 6 years before Jerry sells, and it won't be 6 years; it'll be more. It'll be 7, 8, 10 years.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna be around. I mean, he's gonna be around for a while, and that's bad. I mean, that's why to me, I'm just like, I just hope something succeeds. I just hope we act like we get in some great form and we accidentally win some shit. I'd love it.
What are the I think there's now. I don't know about the second thing I'm about to say, but obviously there's way more possibilities that he's going to fail from a sporting side. So this guy, is he going to fail every single year? If he fails year after year, maybe then he's going to be like, okay, well, whatever. This isn't working. Let's cut it. Let's cut it before.
No, I don't think so. He's not going to be able to make real money until the stadium is done. So it's around 2030 something is when he's going to sell. I'm just saying, prepare yourselves. I mean, it would have to be some massive disaster for him to sell. It's not going to happen.
Come on, we need some crazy fuck to go in there and just.
I'd love it. The worst part is then let's blame Berlusconi, because Berlusconi could have sold Milan to the Qataris who bought PSG, and he refused. If you want to get mad,
why did he refuse? I can't remember.
Who cares?
Yeah, but it had to be a reason that makes sense.
I believe he refused twice, like one in 2009 or 2010, and then another time in 2015 or something.
And listen, why doesn't one of these Qatari teams come and get Milan? They have more money than they know what to do with it. So what? They spend a little bit more.
The war in Iran has made all their money dry up, just so you know. So they're waiting for that.
Oh, really? You think?
I mean, that's the money. I mean, I deal with money. Money's drying up. Like the money, they used to just throw money around. They're not doing that shit anymore. Sucks. So I mean, look, like Saudi Arabia and Newcastle. It looks like they might be like exiting, or they're not. They don't really care. Maybe Saudi's like, all right, dude. Maybe they'll buy Milan because there are limitations to what they can spend. With Newcastle's really crappy infrastructure and like the ability to grow, because Manchester City was able to spend like before a lot of these like FFP rules came in. So if you're and PSG, by the way, violates the rules all the time, but because they're buddy with UEFA, right?
Same
and they
with
took UEFA's side when the Super League thing came out.
Right.
So, these are the things, right, that obviously play. I mean, bro, if Qatar comes and but I don't. But here's the thing though. I don't think while I would love to have some sovereign wealth fund or some crazy billionaire, like Steve Ballmer, just be like, I want to buy AC Milan and just like put in billions. That would be great. But the funny part is, if you take over a club like Milan and you're smart about it, you could grow the brand really fast. And you could grow the brand really fast and make a lot of money and make the team very successful if you really wanted to. But it requires you to be just somewhat smart. And Elliott were somewhat smart, and they built something because they got people who are good. Like, if listen, that's the thing that's crazy to me is that like everyone talks about how City A is backward. Everyone talks about how City A is backward. If City A is all backward and shitty, right? And let's say it is, then why can't we as Milan fans expect to win? That's the thing that's great. Like, there is no Bayern Munich, there is no Liverpool, there is no PSG, there's no Manchester, there's no team that has like crazy money in City A. Like we make the same money as Inter, the same money as Juventus, more or less. Up a little bit this year, that year, but in the same bracket. So why can't we be competing? Napoli makes a lot less, like about like 100 million less than us, but they're doing better than us. Why is that? So, and again, Redbird and all them, what did they do? They bragged. They bragged to everybody about how smart they are. So it just sucks. But anyways, I actually have to go back to work. This was
All
a
right, bro.
delight. I really appreciate you bringing me on as
Thank you.
usual.
No
You guys
problem.
are all great.
Anytime.
Have a good one,
Anytime,
boys.
brother. Thank you, ZZ. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Have a good one, bro. Yeah. Milan is also just a very difficult place to succeed at. You have to really know what you're doing at Milan. You really need to know the environment and all of that stuff. Okay, let's read this article here about.
Is Dumfries? Is
They're
that
gonna get
true?
Palestra.
Dumfries leaving Real Madrid or going to Real Madrid?
Oh,
Stop.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna look into that. Let me check. Dumfries to Real Madrid. Oh, your boy Fabrizio Romano.
Wow, it's already here we go. So it means it's done. And then so that means that Inter's going to get that replacement. So we'll see.
Palestra. So it means that Inter is going to go for Palestra. Rejuvenate the squad, bring in Palestra. Dumfries is a great player, though. Like, you're losing a big player, an experienced player. But good move for Dumfries, and good move for Inter if you get Palestra. I mean, Palestra's great. I've been following Palestra since he was with the, I think, U17, and he's always impressive.
I think he's really good.
It took him only 1 year to show his worth in Italy, in the Serie A. So it looks like Palestra it is, huh? Big money. Anyway, I wanted to read this article that Sempre Milan wrote about Ragnick. So some information on Ragnick that maybe we don't know. Ralph Ragnick may be heading to AC Milan this summer, blah, blah, blah. It appears, okay, whatever. Let's go to the meat and potatoes. Family approach. With it appearing that a relation is with Austria, where the team were in a bit of disarray, he looked to change the perspective instantly. At Christmas, he sent his players a long message, personal to them, to bring about a family feeling, one of trust and closeness. Okay. That's good. It is not the only thing. He also gives them key rings with their fingerprints initials in November's last year to remind them of each other during the months when they were not with each other on international duty before the World Cup. Okay, so he's a very group-orientated kind of coach. These are good things, or manager. In terms of the staff, he previously saw players were being treated by their own physiotherapists. He put an end to that. It is a simple mentality. Something's right, you do it, even if it involves sacrifices or counterintuitive, or is counterintuitive. That doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about that. Then there's the connection to the fans. With Austria, his team played games away from Vienna after requests from the fans to be closer to the team. This, although in different circumstances, will be the same. What? Who cares? He wants to hear the fans, player, staff together, reinforcing the family belief. So he's very group-orientated, according to this. He involves everybody. That's good. His team will be much more aggressive, and he even installed a giant clock. I was at Hoffenheim with an 8-second timer that made his players anxious. Why? Well, they had to recover the ball within 8 seconds, and he wanted them to understand the pressure to get the ball back quickly. That's a great way to train, actually. That's a really clever way to train. Damn, I never thought about that. With a clock? That's a very good way to train. With the Diavolo, he would demand a higher, more aggressive line of pressure. It would be essentially the opposite of Massimiliano Allegri. In terms of recruitment, Gazzetta keeps it simple. The new AC Milan will be born with similar principles, young reinforcements, even underage, athletic, and talented. This is exactly why he's requesting a full overhaul of the scouting team. He knows what he wants, and people must be there to deliver. Okay. Well, some interesting things about him. So he's very group orientated, and he likes to create that family scenario, and that's a very important aspect in football. That whole family.
I wonder what the Man United people say about him.
Well, listen, you can say these are the things you want to do. These are your approaches, but when you put it in practice, it doesn't always work. And I guess at Man United didn't work, right? Because the management there and the ownership didn't allow it to work. All this stuff is great. It's easy to do with a national team, and I think it's in the Red Bull world environment. It's probably Milan is like, that's the issue, but I just don't see Milan. It's like, I don't think Jerry's going to give this guy all the keys. I don't see that at all. Anyway, Manchester United will send tomorrow to Atalanta paperwork to close Ederson. So Ederson leaving Serie A, unfortunately. That was one of our best players. Agreement in principle.
Wait,
between
Man
Benz-
United is buying Ederson?
Yeah. Yep. 20 million for Dumfries. Yeah, looks like Inter will be getting Palestra, man. Palestra.
Wait, only 20 million?
His release clause was like 25 million or something.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. That's insane.
Yeah, but it probably is because it's towards the end of his contract, maybe. Maybe he has got one more year left to his contract.
Thank you.
Yeah, because of the release clause.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Palestra Milan, huh? What does
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I mean, Palestra at Milan, at Inter. What does Guido think about that?
He doesn't think he's worth the money.
Not 50. Not 50. He doesn't score, he doesn't do shit, just run. He run the fucking wing like you throw the freaking baseball like a dog.
Look at
What
this.
he does is so special, he runs.
Listen to this, guys.
I'm muted,
Listen
right?
to this.
No, you're not muted. They're listening.
Listen to this.
He's answering
Listen
you.
to
He's
this.
saying, listen to this.
Hey, Roy,
Why are you screaming?
Palestra is worth 50 million.
So what?
If he's worth 50 million, Dumfries worth 400 million.
No,
He scored a million goals.
Dumfries was PSG paid Dumfries what 60, 70 million when he was Palestra's age.
Yeah, but Dumfries scored goals, man. Palestra, what goals he scored?
Palestra only had one season in Serie A, my man.
Doesn't mean, but you see what he does. He's a good player. He's fast. He run.
I mean, does he score goals?
Wait, why does Inter want Dumfries? I mean, I know that they've got Trent, maybe because Carvajal is getting old. No, but Real Madrid, if they want Dumfries, it must mean something. They don't get bad players.
Because Mourinho is not stupid. He knows his.
Wait, did they get Mourinho? Is that official?
Yeah.
Is it official?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna put all the older players. He's gonna win again. Watch.
So Palestra is shit, but
No,
what's
it's
his
not
name?
shit. It's not 50 million.
But what's his name? What's the guy that plays for us? Atekoku.
Atecam 8 million.
Mamma mia, fenomeno!
Atecam scored 2 goals, buddy. Atecam scored 2 goals. He played 20 minutes. Go look how many minutes Palestra played. And look at Atecam how many minutes he played. Go look.
Palestra played.
Atecam is better than him. For the money, 8 million? You kidding me? That guy's
No, you're crazy.
He played left and right foot. Both feet, he scored 2 goals, 2 different feet.
No.
He scored 2 goals.
This is just because
They
you
do
hate.
assist,
This
I
is just
think.
because you hate Inter. This is just because you hate Inter.
What are you talking about, Roy?
No,
That guy doesn't do shit. He just
Palestra-
run. He run on the wing.
What?
That's not true.
Dude, Palestra
He
is a
just
great
run.
man.
That's all he does.
I saw him passing. I saw him
That's it.
attacking.
Yeah, of course. When you run to the wing, you gotta pay somebody.
No, I
Come
saw.
on, Anto, please.
He's a fullback. What do you want him
And
to
that's
do?
why Italy's fucked up, because if a player like Palestra costs 50 million, See, Atalanta is getting rich. Why
If he
Atalanta
was
selling?
English, he'd cost 80
Why
million.
Atalanta selling him? Why Atalanta don't keep it? Why they
This is
sell?
incredible, guys.
Dad, this is a terrible.
This is why.
trade.
This is why
Ederson-
Italy is
Roy,
fucked because
Roy.
Italians are like
Roy,
anti-Italian.
so Ederson 45 million to Manchester United, Palestra 50. You guys fucking kidding me, right?
Yeah, top young players, top young potentials cost a lot of money. It's always been
Midfielder like
that.
Ederson cost less than Palestra.
Barella, when he was 21, he cost 50
But
million.
Barella is a midfielder. What are you talking about? Barella is good. He's a midfielder.
It doesn't matter if you're goalkeeper. If you're young and they think you're going to be a big player, you're going to cost money wherever you come from. Wherever you come from.
I mean, I understand if Manchester United, Liverpool, they were buying him. They bought Kerkets. We kick him out. Kerkets out 70 million.
Well, we didn't kick him out. We didn't kick him out.
70 million for Kerkets. Come on, man.
But we didn't kick him out. We didn't kick him. Kerkes was like, guys, I'm good. Let me play in the first team. And Milan was like, I'm sorry, buddy. We got Theo Hernandez, who's. That's why he left.
Listen, do you see Paquetá, what he did the other night with Brazil? So we lost Paquetá because he couldn't play because we had Çalhanoğlu. Paquetá is 10 times better than him, technically. You see the way he lifted the ball to the player like this? He has a touch, man. Unbelievable, man. He's Brazil number 10.
Paquetá, the new Çalhanoğlu.
No,
Bring
he
back
couldn't play
Andre
with us because we had
Andre
Çalhanoğlu.
Silva.
And then Çalhanoğlu left. And we got rid of Paquetá for less than what we paid.
Mamma mia.
Listen, it's the situation. Some people can look good, some people can look shit. Depends the contest they play. Look at that. With Ancelotti, everybody's happy. Everybody was scoring with making the move, making the dribbling, making the technique, showing off. With Ancelotti, you can do this stuff. Even though he take care of the defense too. Don't worry about.
Hold on. But those players are capable of doing that stuff. Ancelotti had the best Brazilian player, the best Italian midfielders, the best Italian defenders. He had some of the best Brazilian attackers. He had the best Eastern European attack. Berlusconi gave him the best of the best.
Hey, Roy. You don't know the story because Ancelotti got kicked out from Juventus. Juventus finished second place. Juventus, they kick him out.
I know.
And Juventus called him, and then he started Ancelotti.
And Juventus was also a very good team, and yeah, he worked better at.
So you like Cassano basically because he won. Listen, I like?
Listen to what I'm saying.
If you tell me Sacchi
Don't compare
and Ancelotti,
Ancelotti.
there's no compare. When I watched Sacchi, that was a machine destroying people.
Okay, and I watched it too, and I agree with you. But to compare that to whatever's happening now, that's just come on. Like you can't compare Maldini, Pirlo, Gattuso, Seedorf, Kaká to fucking Atekame and fucking Odogu and fucking De Winter.
Odogu, I feel bad. He never played. Watch with the Ragni. He's gonna play. He's gonna be a star.
It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best.
He cost more than Atekame. He cost 10 million.
Hey, why do you say cost?
Because I'm not a fucking. No, I am too. Fucking me. I am American.
You're
too.
American, bro. Say cost.
Motherfucker, me. I just did because I want to leave. Anytime I want to come back in 10 years.
Okay, I won't mock you. Sorry.
I'm gonna sell my fucking citizenship.
You cross the line, Guido. Someone says you cross the line.
Why?
By talking shit about Palestra.
No, I don't talk shit. I say Palestra is worth 50 million, so I'm worth fucking 100. Because I'm technically 10 times better than him.
You know that the value of money, like,
That's bullshit. It's a right back. Stop. That's why in Italy we suck. The Italians suck because they charge so much money for the player.
Dude,
so listen to this.
Million.
So listen to this.
Shit too. He's worth 70 million.
So
but at least
if-
in England, they
if
they throw money from the
If
fucking
Maldini
soil.
was, if Maldini right now was 21, how much would he be worth?
Paolo Maldini, oh yeah.
How much would he be worth? He's
Yeah,
a
if
fullback. He
Maradona
doesn't
was
score
now.
many goals.
What
He
about
doesn't score many
Maradona? How
goals.
much he was worth now?
No. We're talking about fullbacks. If Maldini was a 21 fullback,
Yeah, but
How much would you make him worth there?
how much would he cost?
No, Maldini maybe worth 50, but not Palestra. I'm sorry.
Maldini would be worth 50.
No,
Maldini.
no. In today's economy, he's going to be worth 100 million. That's
No,
the way.
because Palestra, no, not a right left back. Because
Well, maybe
Palestra,
80 million.
it
Yeah.
makes the difference.
Come
The
on,
number
guys.
9
Maldini
and the
would be
best, the
worth
number
like
10. That's
over 100 million right now if he was playing.
Roy, I told you before. You need a experienced center back, experienced midfielder, experienced number 9. Then around there you can put players from a Serie D.
Yeah,
it's the
I
same
know,
shit.
but
That's
that's
not true.
different. But
The
hold
soccer
on.
these days,
Hold
the
on.
football these days, they just run.
We're just
The
talking
tiki
about.
taka 2-meter pass. Anybody can do that. You don't need to be a professional. Like.
Okay, but we're talking about just individuals right now. We're not talking about assembling a
Maldini
team.
was the best left back with his right foot. You know, the other day was somebody in my car. They didn't know that Maldini was right foot. Guess how he kicked the penalty kick? He was right foot, Maldini.
Okay. So you're saying that today Maldini would be worth 50 million at 21 years old? That is insane, Guido. That is insane.
What do you mean? Yeah, because Maldini at 21, he could do whatever. After, if you think about him after all career, that's too easy. Maldini didn't even score many goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm
scored more
saying.
than him. Imagine that.
That's why I'm saying. Maldini at 21 right now would be over 100 million. The fact that he's a fullback or he doesn't score many goals doesn't matter.
Well, fuck, Roy.
Ah.
Yeah. When listen, we're not talking about because you know Maldini what he did.
No.
You talk
Dude,
about the
at
first year. How the fuck you
21,
pay
he
100
was
million?
already considered a
Please.
top player at 21.
Yeah,
Maldini
actually,
was
people wouldn't
Maldini
even
was
consider him
considered
he
a top
was so
player.
good just because he was the son of Cesare. So everybody was talking shit about because he was
played
son
at
of Cesare. But then he
okay,
showed
but
what he was.
not at 21 because at 21 he had already won 2
But I
Champions
wasn't
League.
Fox. I thought you mean 21. Yeah, you're right. He started early. I think he started 16 or 17.
At 16. At
Yeah, the
21
first-
he already won 2 Champions Leagues.
Who did he play? Udinese? I forgot.
He debuted against Udinese.
Yeah,
but at 21,
you're right. You're right because I wasn't Fox on the 21. I was Fox at the beginning of the career. Now, if 21, yeah, you already won lots of shit.
so how much is Maldini at 21 today as a fullback?
But why? Palestra is 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you cannot compare. Palestra is the first year, and Maldini was already champion. Come on, you cannot compare.
But let's compare the ages. At 21.
Yeah, the Stone Age, like Trump. About fungo, that other motherfucker.
Motherfucker, straw. Scamo.
I made my son vote for that guy. I can't
I
believe it.
did not vote for Trump.
What? Yeah,
We can't value the price of past players because 1988 he couldn't know how Maldini could have turned out. Guys, listen, I'm just saying if Palestra is one of the best prospect, let's check out his SOFA score. Let's see what his SOFA score says. SOFA score will tell you everything we need to know.
Sofa score.
So, but what happened with the meeting? Did they talk? In Italy, it's late already.
Yeah, they just had an introductory meeting.
Introduction.
Shit, introduction.
He's not eating his ass yet.
I want that guy. Gosler, what's his name?
Glasner.
I cannot say his
Nah, that's
fucking
not true. That's not true, bro. In
Listen, if
2023,
the choice
Roy
is
would've-
Conte,
Come on,
Italiano,
bro.
Steve,
Edison,
Motta, I would
for
take
me-
Motta. Motta would take.
I agree with you. I would take Motta too, yeah. But no, listen, this is
No,
not true,
Motta.
Elisa. You said, Edison says, in 2023, Roy would have looked at Olise and said, who is Visranda? But now everyone wants it, so we can't. No, I would have not said it. If with me and my football knowledge, I would have said, damn, this guy is great. We should
Hey,
get him."
Roy, Maldini want to buy will cost 9 million when Maldini wanted to buy.
What?
Maldini wanted to buy Olise. I watched in some YouTuber one day. Say Maldini wanted to buy, it will cost 9
Oh,
million.
yeah. I saw that too, yeah.
Was 9
Hey,
million.
hey, Guido, Desna says, Guido, when Glasner fails, will you apologize?
What apologize? It's not my fucking son or my dad.
But you were so high on Allegri, and now you said Allegri
I
sucks.
want to see those games. I want to see people pressuring, running. I want to see people running, not walking on the fucking.
So why did you want Allegri?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, I didn't expect that the end of the season would be so bad, really. Why? The beginning, actually, I gotta say,
That he plays shit,
even,
bro.
no, in the beginning of the season, I don't say this shit because even Enerix, he's been fighting against Allegri. Okay, they even said they wouldn't cheer for Milan because Allegri. In the beginning of the season, he liked them because Milan was playing good at the beginning.
Analytics.
Actually, Roy,
You pay attention
even
to
the
what
Sunday
analytics
minutes, he didn't score a goal. But
He
in the
did.
beginning,
Why do you listen
he
to what
made
that
the
guy
team
said?
play
That guy's an
play
idiot.
good. The team was playing good in the beginning.
Hey,
That
wait,
guy's an
hold
idiot.
on.
What is he?
If you remember Sunday minutes, he didn't score a goal, but he was playing good. What I mean, he was making the touch to Leao Pulisic scored 8-9 goals each. So
hold on. This is more interesting than anything else. You listen to what Enerix says?
not only is contra culture because it's so much fun because they scream, they say insult each other. It's so much fun.
Okay, but you
No,
don't take him
what I mean,
seriously.
he's the
He's
most
a
hater,
comedian.
became the most Allegri hater. But in the beginning, he was he liked the way we were playing in the beginning.
Well, no, he liked that we were winning. He liked that we were winning.
No. In the beginning, now he say all this shit. Even he don't even say the beginning. But I remember. I watch contra culture every day. So
I think people were excited that Milan was winning, and they were saying, okay, well, whatever. Even if we're playing like this, we're winning.
Roy, I give an example. We lost only Cremonese, 24 shots or 29 in the post. And post or whatever outside. So we were creating, we were playing in the beginning. You guys can go look at the stats. We had the best stats.
What?
Go look at the games in the beginning. Go look.
Okay, all right. This is
Actually, when the Santi was playing, he managed.
We had the best stats in the beginning.
We were doing great. We just many games we could score. We tie many games. But
Man,
listen,
I remember-
Roy, we were 3 points from Inter. You guys can say whatever you want. After the derby, we were 3 points from Inter. So you guys can say whatever you want.
So what?
And because we won two derby, we were even if we tie points.
Guido, but being 3 points from Inter when there's still 6 months left in the season, so what?
No, wait. There were 2 months left, not 6. You guys talking like we said quando pisce la gallina. That's what we said.
Eccola lì.
You guys talk without saying the truth. 6 months. 6 months we got back. Even Pulisic called 6 months ago. We still we just started June. Pulisic lost the goal December 28. 6 months.
Okay.
You guys got to be precise.
Milan, listen. Milan was never in the title race, Guido. They were never in the title race. They were never in the title race. Milan was never in the title race.
Yeah. What about Napoli? All the other teams, where were they?
Napoli.
Roy,
better than Milan for sure.
5 offender. Nobody did the shit. Only in Kunk at the end, the 2 penalty kick, 1 goal.
Well, that's one of the reasons why Milan was never.
You guys criticize Kunk, who technically is the best we have in the front.
Why he scored a few penalties. Good job.
Yeah, he scored at least. You see the way they put a ball on the side?
Fiorentina goal.
One he almost missed. Yeah, what about Pulisic? 4 goals in front of the post with Fiorentina. In front of the post. Even Fulkrug, he's sending with a back kick. And now the people are accusing Fulkrug. That guy didn't cost nothing.
Can I ask you something, Guido? And will you respond to me honestly? When Cremonese, I think, for 2 months was in the European places, were they fighting for a European place?
What are you talking about? Cremonese? Actually, in the beginning, they were doing good.
Yeah. Were they fighting for a European place? Or were they just...
I mean, the beginning, if you play 6-7 games, many teams can be close to each other.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Roy, you said 6 months. Milan was 3 points after the derby. 2 months ago was the end of March. April and May.
I know. They were somehow able to make the mirage.
Doesn't matter. Of course,
the other teams were in Europe also. Like
what?
The other teams were in Europe most of the season. We weren't. So what the heck?
So man, we had everybody injured. Don't you remember everybody?
Doesn't matter.
But
doesn't matter.
Like, it's the same analogy I gave the other day.
Hey, Roy, we had the 12 players. We had the 17 without the goalkeeper. 17. Leao Pulisic, they got injured. They did shit. Leao got injured in the beginning of the season. His calf. And now we are accusing Leao. which Leao is the best scorer of the team, even this year, is the best scorer. Instead of kicking everybody out,
Damn, Manchester United official Ederson. So, but listen, Guido.
Molesta
It's
Palestra.
Guido. It's the same analogy with the marathon. And I've, you know me. I was born and raised in Kenya. Kenya is
Again, I
they're the
know,
best at marathon. So I've watched
how many
millions
times you
of
did the
marathons.
marathon?
They are the best. But I'm telling you, you can watch a full
like-
marathon. You won't see any
That wasn't me.
Kenyans. You won't see any Kenyans at the head of the line
This guy.
until the end of the race. When it's 3/4 are left, with those last 2 miles, that's when you see the Kenyans come forward. And this football is the same in these long tournaments.
Yeah, but doesn't matter, Roy. We fucked up 25 games in a row. We were still in a race. We lost the Champions League at the last game. We were still there.
We were bound to be a team
We had
that
17. We had the 19 totally without injured. We had, I think, 18, 19 players. If you consider the young kid, Bisate Kama, the other guy, what's it, Odogu, whatever.
the
All
winter.
of them, all together. Okay? So, Napoli, with all the
Napoli.
injury, in January, De Laurentiis bought a Brazilian guy, which they're buying now.
Very good.
Wasn't alone.
It's very good
Brazil,
player.
Allison, whatever his name is,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy's good. Who?
It's good.
The one on the wing. Imagine, maybe the guy come back too. What's the
Stop yelling. Stop yelling.
the guy, the curly blonde hair?
My eardrums are gone. Actually, like my ears are ringing. You have to stop. Why are you? You don't have to yell. He can hear me like this. You know that,
Far
right?
away.
No, but you're sitting right here. You don't have to do
That's the
that.
way I am. You guys.
I'm literally like he can hear you.
Oh,
Just talk normally.
what's the guy? The guy was playing up, but they give him a loan. The wing. They play Club Bruges maybe before.
Which I don't know.
The guy curly hair, blonde, a little mixed race.
Oh, I know you're talking about the young guy. Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, Lang.
He's going back to Napoli.
No, they'll sell him. They'll sell
No,
him.
that's I don't know, but he's going back. So in Napoli, you know how many wings they have? They bought so many players.
Yeah,
Neres.
they're good winners.
Yo, stop!
Neres,
Stop yelling. You're still yelling. I've had enough. My ears hurt. Chill out, man. What the hell?
Abbassa il volume, Guido.
That's
Roy, not only that, but he also puts the phone next to his mouth when he's in the car.
No. The
And he
phone,
yells.
you can hold the phone, man. You
No,
gotta
but-
watch the cups now.
Okay. Listen. Milan at the end of the season
Oh, I
tied.
gotta go to work, man. What the fuck we doing here?
Listen, Milan at the end of
Sorry. Yeah.
Milan at the end of the season lost 7 games and
Yeah.
tied
Thank you. I know that.
tied 12.
Yeah, I know.
But that was
And we were still there.
that's what we all projected. No, but
Roy, we were
No.
still there.
Listen,
Inter was
whether-
a shitty league this year.
whether you win, whether you lose those 7 games sporadically or you lose them all in the end, it doesn't matter. And then they still lost the games that we thought they were going to lose.
Roy, we did. We almost beat another record. 23, 24 games undefeated. How many games?
It doesn't
21,
matter
24.
because at the end you still finished with 7 games lost and 12
Okay,
tied.
the same players, the same coach, the same ownership. It was everything the same. So whose fault?
It
is it?
doesn't matter.
It's Jerry's fault. Year after
It's always Jerry's fault.
no, yeah, because year after year we've gotten
If
worse.
we didn't go to Champions League, it's Jerry's fault. When you were fighting
Yeah.
with Inter 3 points.
Yeah, because we've gotten worse, like year after year.
It is.
The fault is Ibrahimovic. He went to look for a coach before telling Allegri.
Who put him there?
See, Allegri-
Who put Ibrahimovic?
Allegri didn't sign with the De Laurentiis. You know, he didn't sign for Napoli yet.
Yeah, I know.
Because he wants 5 million. They offer 500,000. He wants 5 million from Milan.
How much?
Now he's fucking mad. He's right.
What a mess.
How much?
So they cannot sign Allegri. So you don't give up the money right now.
That who hired Ibrahimovic?
No, he hired himself because he.
Oh, okay.
They said Ibrahimovic.
So Jerry's just-
Ibrahimovic bought. They bought a. How do you say the partnership of the.
So Jerry's just the guy who's just sitting there.
They say
getting his ass.
they say that they don't know for
That's true.
sure they put a 30, 40, or 50 million to be part of Milan.
So Jerry just did nothing.
So he got
wrong.
2-3%.
What do you think about? So you like Cardinale then? Did Jerry do anything wrong?
Cardinale just He make wrong choices, but it's not his fault. The sport on a field, on a field, there's a players playing. I'm sorry.
We have Fabrizio
What did they do
News.
all this shit? They couldn't make a 1 point with Cagliari.
Guys,
Huh?
Nathan is here. And Fabrizio just has news.
What?
Go ahead and say the news, Roy.
Okay.
You have news?
We have
I don't
news.
see nothing on my phone.
Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio has
Ma
news.
lascia
for
per
us.
quelle non sceme, non capisci?
Quelle non sceme.
Do you see the videos they
Yamma
make
Jim,
now? They do like
Yamma
daily
Jim.
YouTube. They say 300 things that I already heard from another YouTuber. This with the first, with the
Voglio,
with the-
parlami,
calm down,
parlami in
days ago.
dialetto. Voglio, parlami in dialetto.
Che cazzo dici? No, dialetto che
Wait, so
Molisana.
what's the news?
Inter will now push to advance on Marco Palestra deal after selling Denzel Dumfries to Real Madrid. Premier League club also keeps operating. Atalanta to start negotiation. 40 million with Inter.
Roma's
Okay.
gonna win next year. And Napoli. Watch.
So there you go. Palestra, 40, 50 million.
Hey,
to
Roy,
Inter.
next season Rome is gonna win. Watch.
Maybe. Why not? They have a good. They have a
If
good
they buy a
thing going.
couple, if they don't have to sell many players, they have a problem. They have to make a plus Valenza 100 million. I don't know if the money they made with the Champions League they count. I'm not sure.
Listen, they have a good project. They can win. They solved the most difficult thing to solve. They solved the most difficult to solve in a team, which is the striker. They have a striker that scores goals for.
Yeah, Gasperini wants a Greenwood. That's the place.
Mason Greenwood, the sexual abuser.
Damn.
The spousal abuser.
Oh, you know,
Allegedly,
Inter.
allegedly.
Hey, Roy, that's one of the best defenders in the world and in Italy.
Who?
The guy that I like, Solé. Inter is buying Solé for 25 million.
No
maybe
way.
10.
They're buying from Udinese?
Because he actually clear. He had the problem like
Solé?
that, sexual whatever. He
Solé?
clear everything. Inter has been buying the
The
guy. How many times I
Udinese
called
player.
that guy's
You're talking
unbelievable.
about the Udinese player.
That guy plays so fucking. You watch the guy. I watched Udinese too many times. Watch the
Sole.
way. Watch the technique. The guy.
He was
has.
actually, so we played against him on RB Salzburg.
He's a left foot. I think,
Pavlovic's
but he
team.
don't use both. He
Sole
plays
is,
so good.
bruh, he's okay.
He's
but
so freaking good, man. You should see. The Inter get that guy. Forget about. But he's better than Bastoni 10 times. Fuck Bastoni. he's a shit.
Sole. Man, Guido, what drugs are you on? I need them right now.
What?
I said, what drugs are you on?
Yeah, I don't use draw. Imagine if I espresso. I had only 4 this morning.
Hey, parlami in dialetto, dai. Voglio!
But that's Napoli. I'm not from Naples. Why
Nathan,
you?
what's up, bro?
That's, today was a Mexican guy, a pizza
Not
place.
much.
Asked me India. The India is Sicilian. It's not fucking.
Guys, I have to go in a few minutes. But
Yeah, go.
Nathan, you
Go-
joined quite late.
Go watch how many
It's
palestra. Go see how many goals. How many.
it's because you
assists.
start when I'm in work.
Maybe assist.
So,
I know. I thought you
Oh,
know Di
you're-
Marco. Man,
you
like
finished work?
20 assists.
yeah, I
finish
literally
work?
just got out of work.
You're out of work, huh?
I cannot even look at
Yeah.
it. He's not even a soccer play for me.
Listen, Guido,
You don't look like something
I
like-
think you're too. It's the Inter bias that is getting at you. You're not thinking straight because it's Inter.
No.
Everything
Man,
Inter
you
does
wait.
is bad.
Don't, because you always change people's words. I didn't say that it's shit. I said this. That guy maybe listen because he's young. National team maybe. Because I'm
He's
sure there are going
working.
to be players better than him. Because he cannot. I mean, if we play right back, there is a what's his name? Di Lorenzo. He's not gonna take his place.
Oh yeah,
How
yeah.
do you play? Does he play midfield with those feet? He's not a technical player. He
What?
just run. You say doggy, boom. He threw the ball. He's gonna catch.
No,
He's
you
that
haven't
kind
seen
of player.
this.
What he does? He run to the wing. He
You
run
haven't
like
seen
it's
it. You haven't
fast.
seen
He
this
run like
player. You haven't seen
50
this.
million for Palestra. I mean, that's why I cannot watch soccer anymore, man.
Wait.
done, man.
It's Palestra.
Before the right back, Tassotti was shit. We bought Tassotti and Lidl teach him how to play soccer. They used to call him Dialma Santos. Tassotti was lifting the ball like this, go over the player.
Why
He
are
did
you?
that.
Calm down. Calm down.
He was a
Why-
killer.
Calm
you-
down.
Tassotti
why-
can't throw.
Breathe.
Hey, Guido, why are you saying Tassotti and not Tasciotti?
Tassotti, he was killing people with Lazio. We bought him. Lidl taught him how to play.
Actually,
And
Tassotti
they
is
were
very
calling him
similar to
Jalma
no,
Santos. Tassotti.
Actually, that's a good comparison. Tassotti is very similar to Palestra.
Are you kidding me? Wait,
No, actually,
Tassotti
that's a good
what?
comparison. Yeah, we're actually quite
No,
similar.
wait. It's a completely different player. Tassotti wasn't going
No.
on the wing. We had the Donadoni in front of Tassotti. Are you
No,
forgetting?
Donadoni was on the other side.
Ma che what the fuck you talking about?
Donadoni
Is right
giocava
there, yes?
sulla sinistra, Tassotti sulla destra.
Forget. La sinistra era Alberico Evani, un certo Alberico Evani. Ma you talk about which Milan?
Capello's Milan.
I'm talking Capella. I'm talking about Donadoni play even midfield at the end of career. I'm talking about in the beginning. Donadoni was the best right wing in the world because he was making the Veronica. Nobody could stop him.
Because
Every
his name is
cross,
Veronica.
he was going to the line, cross in the area. There was Van Basten, goalie, Riker and Maldini doing the header and destroying the post.
But why do you say Tassotti properly and all the other S's you say sh?
Tassotti playing behind Donadoni in the beginning. Donadoni was a right wing.
Yeah, but listen. I mean, it was a long time ago. I remember Donadoni playing on the left and Tassotti on the right.
But when? Almost never.
Even in the national team, Donadoni. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't even remember. But
Maybe I'm wrong.
Donadoni could play anywhere.
Dude,
Doesn't matter. He
my
played
dad
midfield at the end of career.
Dad,
With Milan, he played. Did he play with Zaccheroni? I don't remember. Maybe
Dad,
not.
what do you care about more,
Wow.
national team or Milan?
Huh?
What do you care about more, the national team or
Both.
Milan?
I'm not denying the national team. I'm sorry. All the YouTubers, they hate the national team. I don't know. I like both. I don't care. I'm Italian. I cheer for Italy. I don't give a shit. Even if they lose. Look, the Italian club, they didn't want to watch the game. After that, we won the European Cup. They said, Italy shit. And we won the European Cup in England. Watch. Who the heck did that? In England, against England. What did I tell you? We're going to win the penalty kick? Did I tell you? I want to go to penalty kick. I'm going to win. What did I tell you?
That was a freaking crazy game.
Who scored? Bonucci?
Yeah, off the deflection.
Their team, they scored a defender too. What that
It was
guy on
Luke
the left
Shaw,
back or
Luke
right
Shaw,
back?
Luke Shaw.
Joe. Oh, fucking go.
Right at the
And then they didn't see the ball anymore, so we dominated the ball possession. Yeah, Mancini hopefully got to be the new coach, Italian coach. Hey, Roy, do you remember Mancini coach? He put so many different players, young players.
Yeah,
Do you remember Italy? Do you remember the record? They was undefeated for 30 games.
I watched every single one of those games.
Italy was undefeated, if you remember, beat the record for more than 30 games. I forgot how many games, 30, 31, I don't remember.
Of course, I watched every single one of those games. I didn't miss one of them.
So people pretend that, of course, missing the World Cup 3 times. What the fuck? But where are we going to go? Just waste time? When we go there, we win. Who gives a shit? Or we go to the final?
It's fun to watch them even if they lose. Like,
I watched Brazil now. Look at the other game the other night. Panama got killed. They were coming from everywhere. Everybody
Guys,
asked me.
wait, the Italy U17 is in the semifinals for right?
Yeah. You look at the youth team. They're all good.
What is
But,
it? Is it
The country with no good youth Italian players are in the semifinals.
Right.
Remember
But
that.
listen.
it
Spain
Camargo
is
there?
good, and
No, come on,
France
dude.
is
Under
good too.
21 he went. He's 18.
Kamada's with the senior team today. They play
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah?
Tomorrow, Kamada
Yeah.
plays tomorrow.
Yeah, you see Baldini, the coach?
Yeah.
What time do they play?
11.
I'm sorry, guys, not going to watch Luxembourg. I'm sorry.
11:45.
What time? 11:45.
That's
My
Roy's
time,
time,
my time,
which is
my
3
Yeah,
hours.
your
behind.
time.
1:45.
No, because sometimes they do game here, 11:45.
Okay. Check it out. Barcelona 1994.
We killed them.
Mauro Tassotti, right back and the captain.
But you say Capello, I say Sacchi.
Roberto Donadoni, left midfielder.
Midfielder, not left wing. But
Well, whatever. It was a 4-4-2.
He was playing at the end of career. He was playing midfielder at the end of career.
It's a
Imagine, he was the end of
4-4-2.
career.
He was attacking.
When did he retire? What year he retired?
I don't know. He retired in the U.S. I think he went to the U.S.
Oh, you too. He went to the US. Huh? Which team he play US?
Let's see. Let's.
Didn't he go in Asia too? I think he went to Asia.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Asia as well. Yeah. Okay, Ivani. When Ivani
Ivani was
played,
the best, man. What a
Ivani,
player.
by the way, was one of Milan's best assist makers of all time. Ivani was a great player. But
Roy,
when
let me just say one thing about Ivani. He's the only player in the history of soccer. And now you go watch the games. He was able to, they teach you, at least when I was young, they teach you to go to the line and cross. So when you cross the ball from the line, first of all, it's now offside. And second of all, the ball goes backwards for the people to header. Instead, Evani was able, because when you cross, if you don't go to the line, when you make a cross, it's very difficult to curve in a way that people can score. When you kick, the ball goes farther up toward the goalkeeper hands. Evani was the only player that passed made the fielder line. He was able to curve with the left foot. That's what he was good at. That. He wasn't doing much.
It's like when Leao
He
tries
was
to cross
crossed in the.
ball and he
No, Leao crossed with the other foot.
I know.
He crossed with the left foot from the left.
Oh, you're saying
So his left foot from the left. So before they didn't do inverted foot.
yeah, he's got
So
one of
he
the
was
most.
curving the ball, unbelievable, just inside
Wait,
the
isn't
area.
he the guy who with Mancini
He was a
coached
coach.
the-
He's an assistant coach.
Listen.
Marco,
Donandoni was not playing while
You
Ivani
didn't
was
watch
in the team.
interview in Milan some channel.
Guys, Donandoni did not play at Milan when Ivani was there.
No? Yeah, but he played right back, right wing. So
Ivani
are you
played
kidding me?
left.
Come on. Come on.
No, Ivani played left. wing.
Donadoni won everything. Now, what are you talking about? Maybe he was injured, Evani. What are you talking about?
No, I said when Ivani was playing, he was the starter. Donandoni wasn't playing.
It was wait, Colombo was playing.
It was Colombo and Ivani.
Oh, maybe they bought a year after, but Ivani never left. I mean, no, Ivani went to Sampdoria with Gullit.
Yeah.
I forgot if I don't remember if they play, but it doesn't matter. But Donadoni, when we bought it, Donadoni we got from Atalanta. The Juventus was buying all the players from Atalanta. And Berlusconi, you know what he did? He told the press of Atalanta, "You put the price. I don't give a shit." Berlusconi, he gave the check without the money written on it to the Galliani. Somebody said the story once on a video I watched. Somebody connected with Milan. He said, gets the check, you write what you want to write. Imagine
Okay,
the
so
guy was-
Donadoni played in both wings. He played both wings. That's it. Finished. Finito. Finito.
Let's talk about.
Donadoni was famous also right wing, and then he became a midfielder. Now, if I play more to the left, to the right,
But with
he
Italy,
was a
in
midfielder.
Italy, he
Of
played
course,
on the
maybe
left.
sometimes when you
Yo,
move, you go
stop
to the
yelling!
left. I was on a
Stop!
wing.
Stop!
He was
Stop
a right
it.
wing.
My
Hey,
ears are gone, man.
One
you
of the
gotta
best
get
right wing in the history.
Antonio New Year's.
Dude, it's my ears are ringing, dude. They're bleeding. He's next to me.
There is too many videos about
Stop
Donadoni.
fucking yelling!
Watch,
Oh
remember?
my gosh!
There's not really many videos. When we put a Donadoni on YouTube,
Did you stop fucking talking for a second?
I'm not screaming. What do you want?
Donadoni, let's see, Italia 94. Italia 90 versus Germany. Versus Argentina.
So look at the comment that five people this one.
Which one?
That was a bit. Was the coach that fell on a balcony? Vicini. He fell in a balcony. He almost killed himself.
Vicini fell from the balcony.
He on the balcony. I mean, I don't know what happened, but it was maybe after. I don't know, after or before the World Cup.
Okay, so Italy, Argentina, 1990.
That was the best team Italy had. I'm sorry. We didn't win, but that was the best team. Ancelotti was in a bench. De Napoli, I think. I don't know if player was on a bench.
Dad, how good
Giannini,
was Paolo Di Canio, Dad?
Giannini, il principe.
Dad, how good was Paolo Di
It
Canio?
was really good.
He was good. Yeah, technically.
People say he has like the best Premier League goal in history.
He's
Yeah, because he went to play there.
He scored.
Zola scored.
He scored a goal and he did like a scissor kick in the air off the volley in the Premier League and he put it like top.
But he was good. He played Milan too. You know.
Yeah, he was very good.
Yeah, Leao hates him because he said some shit about Leao.
Yeah, but he said the truth. Leao gotta learn not to take it. Actually, he should try to show people instead of playing this shit like that. He should show people.
Donadoni missed the penalty. Fuck. I remember.
Yeah.
Now.
Not only him.
Donadoni.
Wait, like in 1990
94.
or
Oh,
Serena,
99, yeah. 90. That's when I
Serena
got my
missed the
high school diploma. I wasn't doing shit. Your mama sent me all the resume, the Italian program. And
You know who scored the first penalty against Argentina?
Baresi, I don't know.
Baresi. You know who scored the second penalty against Argentina?
Wait, I don't even remember. Really, my memory is so bad, man.
No. Educated guess.
Albertina.
No.
No, wasn't played that time. Wait, what was playing at that time? De Napoli, no. Gianni
The first penalty was scored by Baresi and the second was scored by Baggio.
Baggio, what the fuck?
Isn't that ironic? And then the next World Cup, those guys missed the penalties.
Can you imagine, Roy?
Baresi missed the penalty too in '94.
Yep.
Oh,
94. Did he miss?
Yeah, Baresi and Baggio missed.
but then
Oh, you talk about that? 94. Yeah, I was.
but that was the game against Romario, right?
That was
Yeah.
was a Baresi best game. He was voted best player in the final.
It's kind of like
After
Gabriel.
he came back from a menisco injury, you
Yeah,
remember?
we know. It's like Gabriel this in the UCL final.
Doesn't matter. Well, Baresi is a fucking defense. He missed a penalty.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, listen, I gotta go. So what else
Brazil
is
was
it?
better anyway,
What
for
else?
me.
you guys wanna
Really?
talk
They
about?
said that Italy was phenomenal.
Oh, Anton, you can.
phenomenal. We
You
were
want to
playing
stay?
shit.
Do you wanna
Oh no,
stay?
sorry. It's all right. I was gonna ask you.
No,
Roy,
if you watch
who
94
was
World
better?
Cup-
Who's better, Italy or Brazil that game?
I don't think Italy was a good team at that time. I'm sorry. but-
Well, it was one of those attack versus defense games. You know.
no, they were. I don't want to say that word. You know,
Brazil
Roy, do you
was-
remember what time they played the final in Pasadena, California? 11:30 in the
trying
morning.
to respond to Antonio. Let me respond to Antonio. So, Brazil was more offensive. They had more chances. They also had to hit the post once, I think. Maybe in the context of the offense versus defense, Brazil was better. But Italy defended well. They had only one or two chances, but it was that kind of game. Offense versus defense.
Roy, the problem I remember not very well. So my memory is shit. But I remember that I was upset with Italy playing a World Cup the way they were playing. Because it wasn't the Sacchi game that destroyed the team. We were playing with Baggio dribbling. He scored 5 goals. He was so injured.
That was Sacchi, the coach?
Yeah, Sacchi was the coach.
Damn.
He was
No,
not
I
playing
remember
like
the game
Sacchi.
pretty well. I actually remember
Massaro
the
was
game pretty
playing.
well.
Come on, man.
10 years before I was born.
Roy, Massaro was playing.
I remember that game really well. I remember it really
Yeah, but
well.
Roy, Brazil, for me, at the end, they deserve to win.
I don't know if they deserve to win. I don't know if I agree with that. But that game, they played more offensively.
I feel bad for
I
Baggio.
think we had a better World Cup than Brazil. That World Cup.
Roy, if Baggio wasn't doing 5 goals, every goal he scored was fundamental. He won every game with his goals.
Okay,
If
but
it wasn't for Baggio, we were not even
someone has
close
to
the
score.
final.
Someone has to score goals.
I remember we were playing.
Wait, did Maldini play?
Okay, listen. Maldini played. Yeah,
Sure.
listen. Against Bulgaria, we
He
did
played
great.
2002, man.
Against Bulgaria, we played great. Against Nigeria, against 10 men, that was a difficult game. We
You
played good.
remember the goals.
We played against Spain. That was another game where Spain, it was offense versus defense, and we beat Spain really well. We beat. We only lost against Ireland in a game that we didn't need to win.
Wait, Roy. Is that the
What?
only? How many World Cup finals did Italy not win? Is that the only one, or are there other ones?
No, only
We lost to Brazil and
Italy has been in
Mexico,
6 World
4-1.
Cup, 6 World
We lost to
Cups.
Mexico in
No,
Mexico.
Brazil in Mexico.
Oh, okay. So there was another one.
Italy's been in
4-1,
6
Pelé.
World Cup finals and they
Non c'è
lost
the
2.
Oh, Pelé beat us. Yeah.
with the best defender in it, the Bornich, the Italian, the Inter defense, of course.
We have to.
Pelé stay in the air. They shot. You ever seen the shot when they shot the
Yeah, I've
ball?
seen. Yeah.
With
No,
the
no,
head, and
that-
he stay up in the air. It was
That
fucking-
Brazilian
That's
team was really
crazy.
good,
It was
but
long.
we had a really good team too that year.
Wait, was that Rivera or no?
Rivera,
Yeah,
Rivera
yeah.
scoring
Yeah,
Germany. But Roy, there were lots of story about. I wasn't even born. There's lots of story about that game. The Italy play the overtime with the Germany. When we
Yeah.
won 4-3.
Yeah.
The Rivera scored the goal. The goalkeeper on one side. He keep put the ball on the other side.
Yeah.
Ball like this. Ball coming.
How do you know this?
There's a video. You never watched.
This is common. This is
And
pretty
then
good.
Italy had much less time to recover. Now only did the
Yeah.
overtime game. There is lots of story about that shit.
Yeah, it could have just been because of it was still.
But they won 4-1. I mean,
But listen, that Brazil was very strong. That Brazil was very strong.
Garincha.
I don't want to.
That was Garincha.
But Italy had a really good team.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
think
good
I think maybe if Italy would have beaten Germany in regular time and the distances between matches would have been better the way they are today, it could have been a different story.
Hey, Roy, Pelé won 3 World Cup, and guess what? If I'm not
What?
wrong, he was
What?
injured 1968 when 66 when England won at home, like we did the European Cup. England won. They didn't even play final.
Wait, we won in Italy. We won the European Cup in Italy, Dad.
No, you mean
Oh,
European.
yeah.
The
No.
one we won in 1968. I don't remember where. I don't know. I wasn't born.
I think it was.
That's the team. Then we won 82. No, 68.
No.
78. 78, Italy was the only team that beat Argentina when the Argentina won at home, which they were killing people, they did lots of shit. But then Italy won 82. That's the only World Cup that I remember, Roy. 1982, I was
That's
11
it?
years old. I remember everything. The other cups, 2006, I don't remember shit.
There was no 2000. You don't remember? I remember.
I lost the memory. I don't know,
remember.
man. My memory is shit. I don't sleep.
Okay,
I
the
don't do shit.
1990 World Cup, but the
I don't
94,
remember
I remember.
What do you remember? 82.
82, everything. 82, my gosh, man.
Mamma mia, ragazzi, mamma mia.
Hey, Roy, the only time they made a group and two groups, 4 teams, and then the second group, 3 teams, was Brazil, Italy, Argentina. Imagine that. And we had to win because we beat Argentina 2-1, if I'm not wrong. And then for goal, I think Brazil beat them 3-1. So goal difference, if we tie Brazil, we will get out.
Yeah.
So Italy had to beat Brazil when we.
And that is probably
Pablo Rossi.
they say in Brazil they say that was their best team ever.
Yes, I agree with you because I go to Brazil all the time.
Who was on that team for Brazil?
So in Brazil, Falcao, Socrates, Cerezo, Zico. You know, one
was
of
like
the
that was a
Jeez, I haven't
star-
heard that name in a long
Hey,
time.
Roy, but the goalkeeper was
Star-studded
shit.
team.
Roy, the goalkeeper was shit, though.
But Brazil up until the early 2000s always had a reputation of not having great goalkeepers.
The guy was shorter than me.
How
Valdim Perez. I remember even the name. Valdim Perez.
Mamma mia. Oh.
Hey, Roy, remember Buyo, the Real Madrid? He was like me.
No.
When Ancelotti scored a goal from midfield. He shoot a missile. He went over there.
Why are you making fun of short people, brother?
He's short. He's 5'10".
I'm sure. I don't give a shit. What?
Guys,
From
I gotta
Boston.
go. I gotta go.
Where you gotta go? You gotta go shit? It's almost like
Yeah,
you're
I gotta
suffering.
go take a shit.
I love talking old boomer ball knowledge.
Are you still in your box? What
My
you got?
boomer ball knowledge is pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
Oh, I gotta go. Your mom's coming.
All right.
All right, guys, listen, let's close it here.
Oh,
Nathan,
see you
sorry.
guys.
See you guys.
Hopefully, we can get you earlier next time.
Yeah, I was at the gym.
You
I'll see you, man.
are too early.
I'm
Roy.
on FIFA right now if you want to play.
No, I have things I gotta do. I gotta go. I gotta get shit done here.
All right, peace.
Later. All right, guys. Everybody that joined us, thank you very much. Unfortunately, there was no breaking news. Nothing to really report on. Just same old drama. Atalanta says they won't sell Scamacca. El Shaarawy to Venezia. Mancini wants to stay at Roma. Milan might done some meetings with Glasner just to feel it out. And Ibra is still making a mess. And that's the news for today. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Click that like button on your way out. So we'll see you, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Probably while the Italy is playing. I'll be live while Italy is playing. I'm right now in this period. I have free time, so I'm going to take advantage of it. But it's not going to last long. Soon, I'm not going to be available anymore to do these lives. So for now, I'll just take advantage of it. All right, guys. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Peace. Ciao.